Okay, sorry about that. When I started the stream last time, it told me there was an error updating something. So now we're started for real. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to wait till we get some people in here, and then I will explain what it is that we are going to do. So let me get everything organized here. Okay. So, yeah, we'll wait until I get some people in here, and then I'll explain some new stuff we're going to be trying on the channel. And I think you guys will both like this, but it can also be something that might be a little bit of a gray area. So I'll explain everything here in a second. Hey there, Cynthia, how's it going? Hello, Queen 9, how are you doing? All right, so I'm implementing, hello there, 17. Okay, so you guys, I'm implementing a new system here, and we're going to try and do this, okay? So this is something that I need to make money at, but I also want to still give free readings. So here's what I want to do. If someone donates 5 for one question, that is going to be that'll be 3 people that will get free readings. If you donate 10, that's 6 people that will get free readings, and instead of being 1 card, it will be 2 cards for each of the free readings, as well as you getting an answer to your question. So that's how I'm going to do this moving forward. So if someone wants to pay it forward so that other people can get free readings, we can totally do that. But this should help everyone, and you get longer readings for the free ones. So you guys tell me. You guys want to show me we can do this? We can do this. If not, well, we can just chat. So I feel like that would be good enough for people to feel like they can pay and help the community to get free readings, and they get longer free readings. So thank you, Queen 9. I'm trying to be fair to the people that help make this channel, viable, right? As a career option for me, but I still need to make a little bit of the green stuff on the side. So I'm just going to be transparent and tell you guys that. And again, it does help support the channel. And yeah, we're going to see and try this and see where it goes. And I might change my times back to the original times on Monday. Or no, on Tuesday. I'll still give that some thought. My new times are going to be the 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are going to be the 4 days that I'm on. But I'm not going to be going as long as I was before, like 6 or 7 hours. They'll be about 3 to 4 hours each night. So with that being said, hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Exactly, yeah, and if you donate, you get to feel like you help others too. Exactly. And like I said, you donate, or whoever donates, I can write your names down. Now, there will be a limit of 10 free readings, like that I'll cap it at that point in time. And also, you guys that pay will have an option to pay for your reading and wait for me to do the free readings and then have your turn, or to pay for your reading and just have your turn come up the very next, if that's something that you want to do. So you can pay it forward, let other people butt in front of you. But yeah, I'm hoping that sounds like an okay system. What we can do while we wait for someone to donate first for possible free readings for other people is we can talk about spiritual topics. We can just chat. Like, that's something that I need to do more with you guys anyway. And you can kind of get to know me a little bit better. I can get to know you guys a little bit better. And we can go from there. So again, it's a mouthful. I'm going to try to change my descriptions and everything too. But as of right now, I don't think anywhere on this does it say free tarot reading. On this video, it doesn't say it in the tags that I'm aware of or in the thumbnail or anything. So I'm trying not to mislead people as much as I can. But yeah, and Queen 9, thank you for saying it seems like a good system. Because I was thinking it sounded okay to me, so. All right, let me take a sip here. I'm getting better at making lukewarm coffee, or luke cold coffee. It's almost warm, but not quite. Okay. So definitely can try it and see how it works. Yeah, I'm gonna see how this works, just because I feel like it can be, depending on how much money's coming in, that's not too much for you guys. Right, and you don't stay on for hours on end. Absolutely. Absolutely. I can't do it. I felt like I used to be able to stay on for all those times, but it's so much. I have no problem helping you guys, but it just takes a lot out of me at the end of the day. And sometimes, depending on who I was working with or what's going on, it takes a little bit of extra care to really make sure I'm clean and feeling, renewed and refreshed. It sounds like a tampon commercial, doesn't it? I feel renewed and refreshed, or like anyway. Yeah, it's a long time for 7 hours, and but it's one of those things that's like, I've heard for some people they watch these in the background, and so I'll just do shorter videos and they can watch them in the background, but I understand that sometimes it's good to just have someone's voice in the background. I do that. I wouldn't consider myself to be an ASMR voice by any means, but yeah. So let's do this. So Queen 9, do you do any art stuff? Like, do you draw or do anything like that? Hey there, Lady V. How is it going? Okay. You're getting into it, writing pottery and starting to draw, wanting to paint. Okay, and you understand what I was saying, 17, so good, that makes sense. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. We're changing things a little bit on here, Lady V, and when I say this, there's no pressure from anybody, okay? I never want to push you guys into a reading or to do anything like that. It's to make it so I can make enough money. This is my job, right? So I need to have enough money to be able to do the free readings. So like I was saying, for $5, 3 people get a free reading, okay? I'm not going to be doing free readings just right off the bat, but if you guys want to do $5, you get a reading, and then 3 people get a free reading as well after you, and there'll be 2 card free readings instead of just the 1 card that I've been doing before. And so $5 gets other people there. Is there a reason you asked if I do creative stuff? Well, I'm doing some art stuff right now on my iPad, Queen, and I was just curious what you did. I do like these symbols here. Well, you've already seen some of my artwork, I'm pretty sure. But I like doing these kinds of things. I did most of this while I was talking with you guys. I've gotten quick at making these, and I'll show you in 1 second here. J Moon, you said, can I just get the 2 readings for the $5? 2 readings. Okay, so J Moon, explain to me what you mean exactly. So you're wanting to donate and then just take it for yourself? Is that right? Like instead of it going to other people, you mean? Essentially. Give me a second, because I was thinking of this idea and I never had that one come in. So give me a minute to think about this. Is there a way you could phrase it? Yeah, so when we're dealing with psychic ability, and you want to phrase a question for a future event, you need to place yourself there already in the timeline of something that can possibly happen. Okay, so what what Queen 9 said, if you want to do 2 questions, let's do the $8 thing for you, and then I can do 4 free readings. Okay? You get 2 questions for that $8. 2 questions for the $8. I feel like that's fair. So like I said, 2 questions for the 8, and we can do 4 people free after that. I don't think it's fair to pay for something and then you get the readings back yourself. That'll be for other people to come in line. That's how I think of it. Okay. Yeah, but I've been doing these. It's kind of hard to see. You're going to donate for 2 right now. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so if Queen 9 and J Moon donate, that'll be 8 people that get free readings after I'm done with their readings. And again, if you guys can do Cashapp or PayPal, more of the money goes to me and it helps the channel a little bit more. I know it's more of a pain in the ass. It probably feels more comfortable to pay on here, but I see 30% less on other platforms. It's up to you though. I'd be grateful for any way you guys would want to do that. I'm just letting you know that for me personally, Cash App, followed by PayPal, and then if you can't do either of those, then Super Chat would be how I would prefer it. Hey, Kafira, how are you doing? That is... It's not bad coffee. I'm never good at making it, though. I wish I was good at making it. I got these, everything's going well, Kafira. Mid-sentence, I forgot how to pronounce your name. Kafira. You just sent on PayPal. Thank you, Queen 9. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Perfect. What the hell is this? Give me 1 second here, guys. Oh. That's cool. Okay. Hey there, SC. Kepra. Hold on, so I was saying your name wrong the whole damn time. Even when I was saying it right, I thought Kepra. You guys, correct me for the love of God, please. I look like an asshole. I've been calling you Kefira for a long time. Kepra. My phone almost slid off my leg. It looked like I was hitting myself in the leg. Hey there, SC. How's it going? Okay, so new way we're doing things on here, okay? I'm still thinking about how the hell we're going to do this. And again, thank you, Queen 9. You'll be at the top here. But here's how it goes. So, you guys pay $5 for 1 question. I do 3 free readings, 2 cards apiece. Okay, if you guys pay $8 for 2 questions, that's 4 people that get a free reading. After that, for 2 cards apiece. So basically, if I'm getting paid, I'll give free readings to other people in the line, so you get to pass it on down to the other people, but you still get attention paid to your question. So $10 is 6 people that get free readings. And so let's have it be something like that, and it helps move the community forward. And for people that can't pay for questions, they get a free 2-card question. You're liking the new format. Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's do this here. So Queen 9, what are we wondering about? And then whoever else wants to do a donation, again, I'll explain if it sounds confusing, but it should actually move pretty quick. Depending on how much you donate, that's how many free readings are given out. So it's kind of like, imagine that you're buying a round on the house. You guys can be celebrated for donating because other people get to have free readings. So, right, so you just donated $77.99 for 2 readings. Now 4 people get a free reading on the free read list. Yes. And now that's going to be 4 people, 1 question, 2 cards. Okay? But that's better than it was before because I just did 1 card, 1 question. So that's kind of what I'm going to be moving this towards. Exactly, Queen. You get it. You understand exactly where I'm coming from here. Okay, so let's do this. Let me, and all of this stuff, you know, we're trying this out today. We'll see how it goes, and if it goes well, I'll implement this system, but it's going to be subject to change because this is something I brewed up, let's say a half hour ago. And so I haven't had a lot of time to iron out the details or the rules or how we're going to do this. I think it's more than fair, though. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Nadia. Perfect. Or J-Moon. Okay. Yes, you did. So we'll do 1 question. Okay. So right now that's 7 people in the free queue. Free queue. Sounds weird. I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to start doing this. So we have Queen's question first, and then we're going to have J-Moon's question. So Queen for, let's do that. All right. And then we have J-Moon's question. All right. Okay. Thank you guys very much. 7 people I'll put on the free list, but I'm going to do your questions first, and then I'll see who comes in here. Okay. Actually, let me put 7 next to that. 7 free. Well, I'm capping it at 10 people at the most, just because it makes it so that I'm not going to get overwhelmed. In the past, I've had 20, 30 people waiting in the background. This way, it's 10 people. Again, as we move along, I'm going to try to figure out how we can get this thing working even better, but I have to cap it at a certain amount. Again, it depends on how this goes, because I have one person that comes on here, and if they came on here and paid, 80 or 90, which they do sometimes, then that would literally be like, it would be ridiculous, I'll read 45 people now. It's like, okay. All right, so Queen, what are your questions? Oh. Okay, so let's do this. If we're wanting to ask a question about a future event that hasn't happened yet, but we're wondering what the outcome could be. Hey there, Nadia. But like I said, but we're wondering what the outcome can be. I'm trying to think. So you're wondering if your book will be successful. Is that right? So what I can do is this. I can take... How long do you think it would take you to write a book, Queen 9? Good. I'm glad, Nadia. I'm glad. Hopefully that turns into something for you, but I'm glad. You want to know how it's going to go. Okay, so let's do this. I'll put you on this kind of list here. So Queen 9 will do, if you make this book with the energy that you're going to have, with the, the energy that you're going to have 2 years from now, what will be the book of, or how will the book do? Okay. 1 second. I'm doing good. Okay, so let me do this here. All right. That's your first question. Okay, so let's do that one. And like I said, I probably will change the rules we got here. So let's do this, and you've barely just started. Okay. All right, and I'll do this over here. There we go. So Nadia, I'm going to be reading Queen, and then I'm going to be reading J Moon after that. But you are a member, so I'll put you down. But you'll be after those guys, okay? So you'll have to wait a second. Okay. There we go. Good evening, Stefan. How are you doing? Okay. Let's see what kind of things we can come up with. Because I'm thinking we can do it. Thank you very much, Nadia. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so then we'll do about 9 free, so I'll put Ivory on there as well. I'm probably going to make this a lot smaller in the future. Okay. Because I'm seeing now how this could, this definitely needs some work. But thank you so much, Nadia. Super appreciated, my friend. And we'll do that. Okay, here we go. All right, we are going to be using these cards right here. These are the Light Seers Tarot. Very, very beautiful cards. I think you guys will enjoy them like I have. Or maybe you won't. I don't know. Okay. I put you on the list, Ivory and Stefan. I'll put you on the list as well. I know, it's one of my favorites, Queen. Oh. Come on, Queen, you gotta get this deck. Okay. Oh, okay. I will, SC. And then, okay, so... Thank you again, Nadia. That is very kind. Okay. Very, very kind. Okay, we've got some awesome people in here. I've got some names written down on the free list. And there we go. So, you donated 5. Okay, let me see here. Hold on. I'm so sorry, guys, if it seems like I'm everywhere. Where did you donate 5, Lady V? Was it, because sometimes my, well, let me see. Sometimes my PayPal acts funny. If for any reason 2 charges go through the PayPal, I will definitely refund you. Just message me in a public space, you guys, to call me out on that. If that's something that happens, I will more than happily give the money back if that happens. But I'm not seeing your donation, Lady V. At least not yet. Oh, you don't need to be on the list tonight. Okay, Stefan. Okay, well, welcome to just hanging out here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, taking the future energy that Queen 9 has and putting it into the future, let's say 2 years in the future with the current energy she would have in 2 years, how would the book do? Oh, thank you, Stefan. That's very sweet. I like your company too, right? We're making a little community here, and I love that. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so starting off the reading, I'm looking at this and I'm getting tingles in a way, which is good. I feel good energy from this. I feel excited when I'm looking at this. It feels like it can start picking up steam. However, the reading is going to caution us about something, and I'll mention this here. So we've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, actually, let me do this to make it so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. There we go. There we go. All right, we got the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, thank you, P-San. And we have the Two of Wands. Okay, and we have the Five of Swords. So here's what I'm going to say, and I'll put P-Sand on the list here. Thank you again, my friend. Okay. 523 to be exact. Okay, I'll look at that and see what we can come up with here. It is donation night. I love this. This is awesome. Sorry, guys. I have P-Sand on the list here for... Yes, okay. So what I'm doing right now, I've got Queen, J-Moon, Nadia, and then it's P-Sand's turn. So that's how we're doing there. Hey there, Zara. Okay. One more second here, guys. Okay. So I don't know what's going on, Lady V, on my end. I'm not getting anything. And you said it was 523 to be exact. I'm wondering if you need to email PayPal and see what happened, because, or maybe it's taken a second to go through. I'm not really sure. It is Mercury in retrograde, just so that we're aware. But yeah, it is Mercury in retrograde, so there could just be something going on there. Three of Swords in reverse, Two of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Okay. Your energy moving forward is going to be good, and you're going to make a lot of breakthroughs, is what I feel, Queen 9. But you're going to have to go through a learning process, okay? The Nine of Cups in reverse is a card of jubilation. It's a happy card. It's really good. But it's in reverse, which is saying that we need to celebrate our own accomplishments and what we're doing and our own milestones. Don't look towards other people. Don't contract the deadly disease of comparisonitis, right? Because that does not help us. If we're comparing creative abilities, we're losing that creative energy, because they should never be compared, right? It's like saying which fingerprint is better. Is your left hand fingerprint better than your right hand? You know, it doesn't matter, because a fingerprint's a fingerprint. A person is a person, and creative ability is creative ability, no matter how it stacks up. So there's no need to judge or put any emphasis on that kind of thing. Three of Swords in reverse, to me, is showing that you will be successful. There will be setbacks, though, and you can't let them get to you. You cannot let them get to you, because once you get in that mind frame of, oh, it's just setback after setback, you're missing the fact that the universe is giving you test after test to see if this is really what you want to do. And in a lot of ways, the universe builds you up slowly, and the way it builds you up slowly is through these kinds of tests, so that when you're getting what you want to get, you know exactly what you want. You know exactly what you need, and you know exactly what you're looking for. So that's kind of the situation I'm talking about here. So, like I said, Five of Swords. This card right here. This little bad boy right there. He's saying, you know what? My head hurts. I have a raven screaming in my ear. he doesn't look too pleased about it. But what this means is that if other people don't understand your work, that's okay. All you have to do is be passionate about it yourself, and eventually other people can catch on. I do feel like you will be successful. I do. But it's just going to take time, and it's going to take perseverance. And you need to have this be something that you view as an outlet for a hobby that could possibly turn into money or could possibly turn into a success later on. Don't view it as, I want this to be successful. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. Let yourself experience the creative energy first and have that be what you have going forward. Will it be successful? I do think it will be. I do, but there will be obstacles and you will have choices to make. I'll say this. Yeah, so I'm holding up the Two of Wands right here. The Two of Wands to me could represent two options. One of them I feel like could be self-publishing. The other one could be finding a publisher for your book if that's something that you would want to do. Self-publishing can actually be a good way to get into the industry, but it really depends on who you can get your book in front of or how you can do that kind of thing. But that's what I would say would be something to look into. Again, once you get the book done, once you get everything going, and it depends on the niche that your book is in too. Queen 9, depending on what it is you want to write about, is going to be a huge deal as well. Because if it's another, let's see. It has to be something that, people would want, that I feel like it could either be a form of escape for people to read about, like a fantasy novel, or it could be something that teaches people how to do something, or it could be, make it something that's either entertaining or very factual. I feel like is kind of the way things are going now. But that's what I'm seeing. It does feel like there's going to be a choice between, it's either publishers or it's going to be between, it could be between you feeling like it's good enough or is it not good enough. And then I think finally you taking the steps to do what you need to do and realize that if one publisher says no, it doesn't mean everyone else is going to. Either several successful people have had to deal with publishers that don't see what they want, or they don't see what the person has and says, oh, this isn't good, or I don't think this is for us. And then, they get to the 10th or 15th publisher and finally they're like, oh, I see what this is. And then it becomes more successful. So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. Does that make sense, Queen 9? Because that's one that, yeah. Just looking on here and seeing if anything's come through. Okay. And what's your second question? Okay. Okay, there we go. I've been feeling kind of down, so wanted to know what's upcoming and advice for me, or for advice for right now too. Okay, perfect. Let's see what we can do. Let's actually do this. So I'm going to do 2 of these cards, okay? And then I'm going to do 3 of the other ones. Down as in anxious and not very motivated. I hear you. I hear you. Sometimes it gets to us, right? The best advice I can give you is something that, okay, there we go. And that's going to be, I'm thinking this is Lady V right here. Okay. Let me put you on the list. Because that finally came through. Probably has nothing to do on your end. My payment system is just really weird. Okay. Yes, love the round ones. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Let's shuffle these cards around and see what we can come up with. Oh, you sent it wrong before. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Lady V. I appreciate that very, very much. And yeah, the more people we get in here, we can put on the free list. Okay. You guys are doing amazing so far. I've made a good amount. I've made more than the other 2 days I've worked combined so far, and we just barely started the live stream, so you guys are making it really good for me right now. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know it sounds tacky, you know, but I just appreciate stuff like that because it shows you guys appreciate the work I do. Okay. Okay. You know, these round cards, they're very awkward to shuffle. Okay. What advice does Queen 9 need right now? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna be showing you guys something here in a second. When we are feeling down or anxious or whatever it happens to be, sometimes, most times, it's kind of like there's energy in our field that cannot be expressed. We've picked up something else. Imagine this, okay? Imagine that you have an animal, like a cat or a dog or a gerbil, you know, but like a big-ass gerbil, like a capybara-sized gerbil. Anyway, imagine you have an animal, it's your animal, you put it in a kennel, and as long as you're around the animal, it's anxious, but it's still okay, you know, because it's yours, it knows who you are. But let's imagine that you're taking on someone else's energy, okay, and you're basically taking their animal and you're putting it into a kennel, and that animal that is around you is trying to get out of the kennel. It's trying to express itself, it's trying to do whatever it can to get away from you because you're a stranger to this animal. A lot of times we get stuck energy in our energy field, and it's like holding on to fire. Like you want to get rid of it, you want to do something, but your mind is going to tell you you're anxious, you're sad. And I'm not saying all anxiety comes from the empathic side, but a lot of it does, because we feel like we have to express it some way. So let me shuffle these cards. We'll do 2 more card pulls here, and then I'm going to do this. Okay. Okay, so grounding exercise is going to be very important. I'll show you guys what we have. Here's the cards we have. We have the Venom, okay? The Venom is in reverse, right? Venom is interesting. Venom differs from poison. I'll explain in just a second. Hey, Kelly, how's it going? But yeah, Venom differs from poison, right? Venom is offensive, okay? It's what animals use to protect. It's kind of like a sword, okay? Venom is a sword. Poison is defensive. It's something you have to get close enough to the animal, you have to bite it, you have to do something, but the animal usually has to take damage before poison enters the system. But venom is like snakes can spray it or they can bite you. They don't have to get attacked first, generally speaking. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. Then we have the Tear. Then we have the Warrior. side, we have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? So, a lot of times when we're looking into the creative world and we're wanting to start something new, here's what happens, right? There can be something, and you're going to think it sounds ridiculous. You're going to think I'm being a silly little goose muffin. But I promise you, I am. But that regardless. What we want to have is this. We want to have a way to express our creativity, our success, without feeling like we're being judged by other people. Some of us have shitty people in our lives. Not some of us, most of us. Not most of us, all of us. Okay, all of us have shitty people. That's okay. Shitty people do shitty things. We don't need to be a part of it. But when I see the Venom in reverse, the Tear, and the Warrior, these cards right here are telling me that we could be scared of our own kind of power. Ooh, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that, my friend. If you can do Cashapp or PayPal, I'd prefer it for you guys that are wondering, because it takes 30% off of here. But you guys let me know if you're comfortable with that. If you cannot do that, you want to do Super Chat, or you want to do Super Chat, please feel free to do so. I get more compensated from Cashapp or PayPal. Okay. So, basically, I feel like there's a fear of success here, because a lot of us don't know what it's like to be successful or what that would feel like. And I describe it like this. The hell that we know, we may know that we fail, we may know that, there's this, that, or the other, but it's something that we know and we're comfortable with. Comfortable being in quotations because we don't like it, but we know it and we know what to expect. Success brings with it whirlwinds. And when there's these whirlwinds of success, when there's these kinds of things going on like this, it makes it so that it's very difficult for us to see what exactly is going on, because we feel like we're out of control. Thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. I saw that. You just donated. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, somebody's outside. A package was just delivered, so I should probably go get that package. I probably should. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on to the fear of success. I mean, don't really hold on to it, but the thought of it. Hold on to the thought of the... Anyway, I'll be back. Give me 1 second, you guys. Do. I wish I had elevator music to go with that. We'll be right back. All right, I'm coming back. All right, I'm back. Okay. The reason why I'm bringing that up, Queen 9. Kelly, I agree. I remind myself of Harry Potter too. And no, I'm just kidding. We have Eight of Swords, but that's very sweet for you to say, Kelly. And I love those movies. They are my favorite. And we have 10 of Pentacles. Only to me, the first 4... Maybe the first 5 movies are my favorite. The last ones, maybe not as much. The last 4 movies. Because Deathly Hallows was 2, if I'm not mistaken. Hey there, Shirley. Okay, so let's do this here. Like I said, the fear of success is holding back. We're holding back. We're not letting ourselves move forward, and we need to work through our fears. And like I said, the fear of success, the fear of failure stem from the exact same place. It is a fear of change. Yeah, Shirley, I can put you on here. All right. So Queen 9, is that making sense so far? Here's what I'm doing, Shirley. Okay, this is confusing, but I'll try and say it the best way I can. Whenever someone donates on the channel, people get free readings as well. I'm going to change the number of how many free readings get for whatever, but right now there's 10 people, there's 4 people that are on the list right now for a free reading after I do the paid readings, okay? So it's 6 more people can come in here and request a free reading, and I'll give them a 2-card, 1-question free reading. That won't include time frames though, but it will be a 2-card, 1-question reading, so it's more than fair because before it was 1 card for the free readings. So that's what I'm doing on here. If someone pays, it gets taken down to the next person. So I get paid, you guys get free readings. It's a win-win. And the people that paid get more attention for their readings because they paid. So, yeah. Okay. So, Queen 9, you tell me, is that making some sense so far? Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Stefan. Yeah, I think that's fair. I just need to write it out somewhere on the screen without using so many damn words. Because if there's like a huge thing of text, that's not your guys' problem. That's my issue to kind of figure out. So I'll get it figured out. But as I was saying, venom is from animals that bite. Okay, it is offensive. That is how venom works. Poison is the animal gets bit, or the animal gets, some people lick frogs. I don't know why you need to know that, but apparently that's going to be something that comes in here. I don't know. But yeah, like spiders bite. Spiders have venom. They bite, right? I think if you eat a spider too, depending on things, I'm sure you could get sick from it. Just don't eat spiders. Are you there, Queen 9? Man, my neck. Okay, so I don't know where Queen 9 went. Maybe her phone died. My shoulder's doing better. Stefan, thank you for asking. That workout that I did, it wasn't working out, right? Because it hurt like hell. And I was a grumpy little badger yesterday. I was in a mood. I hate that too. Yes, it is. It's going to be your turn, J Moon. But so here's what I'm going to say, Queen 9. Move forward and work through the blocks that you have, okay? And the way that we do this, thank you, Shirley. The way that we do this is we need to focus on, like, I want you to think of something that feels like it's successful for you to do. And if you're putting it off or if it feels uncomfortable, just do it, okay? I do this, right? Do the hardest thing first every single day that you need to do so that it's out of the way, it's done, whether that's chores or something else, and then do the smaller things a little bit later on. But this makes it so that we can foster some creativity. Oh, you're okay, Queen 9. You're okay. You can step away. I'm fine with that. But we need to look at what's blocking our success. One thing that I think is really interesting, there's a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a... Insert the F word here. Yes, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, there's a subtle art of not giving a... I don't know if you can hear her in the background. Anyway. So if you can look up that book, that's a really good one. I'll actually type it in here. I read this whole book, and it's good. There we go. Hey there, Heavenly Kizzy Tips. Every time I say that name, it makes me blush a little bit, and I don't know why. All right. But check out that book because it will help you with the fear of success. It will help you to understand that your creative ability is yours to own. Nobody else owns that. And I'm going to move on to the next person here, but hopefully Queen 9, that helped to answer that question for you. I do feel like the book will be successful, but we need to work through the things that could possibly block our success. And some book learning isn't bad. Okay, J Moon, what was your question? You're so welcome, Queen 9. Thank you for the donations too, my friend. I appreciate that. So here's who I've got on the paid reading list, okay? So we have... Then we have... And then, there we go. There we go. Okay, so if anyone is wondering who I'm reading next, and then I'll put this, I'll just put free list after, okay? Yes, I can. Okay. Perfect, perfect. Okay. So we have 5 more people that can be added on the free list until it resets, and then someone else has to pay for a reading. We do have 5 more spots for people that are wanting to be on the free list. But yeah, so J Moon, type your question, and yeah. I'll be right back, guys. Again, I'm sorry I keep taking off, but I'll be back. By the way, check this out. These are bright orange, right? They're actually pretty comfortable for being so orange. You would think, oh man, those are so orange, they look uncomfortable. They're not that bad, honestly. All right, I'll be right back. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Oh, you guys are very sweet. Thank you for complimenting my orange pants. I'm not used to wearing bright colors like this. I mean, on my legs, right? But thank you guys for saying that. You guys are very sweet. Okay, J Moon, are you there? I'm hoping you're there. We've been here waiting. If you're not there, I'm just going to go to the next person, but you did pay, so I will come back to you. But I'm just curious if you're here. Okay, you know what? I'm thinking Thank you, Annie. I appreciate that. Okay. So, there we go. I can put 4 more people on the free list, okay? And then it resets to 0, and then we'll build it back up again. But this way, it kind of makes it so that everyone can get a turn. Now, you guys do have an option to donate and wait for your turn, your donation. If that's something you feel comfortable doing, I can read the people that are ahead of you in like the free format, and then we can go to your question. Either way is okay, but just, yeah. Yes, Shirley, you're on the free list. Ivory, you're number 3 on the free list. Annie's number 6. Heavenly is number 5. Shirley is number 4. 17 is number 2, and Sunshine is number 1. But some of you will not be here, so just, be expecting when I get to the free list. That's what we're going to do. Okay, you know what? I'm going to move on to Nadia. Are you still there, Nadia? Oh, I never hooked that back up. I'll just do this. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. Okay, Nadia, here's what I'm going to do. Or wait. Actually, let me do this. Just Nadia without that. Okay. There we go. Perfect. That's who I was looking for. Okay, so we're going to do your reading right now. Nadia, thank you again for the donation. So you're wanting to know what Scorpio's thinking of you, so let's look at that. Let's see what we can come up with here. All right, everyone. Let's see if we can get a Yahtzee. And if we do, well, that's pretty cool. All right, Nadia's wondering how Scorpio is feeling about them now. How does Ashraf? We'll call him Ash. How does Ash feel about Nadia? How does the Scorpio Ash feel about Nadia? Okay. How does the Scorpio Ash feel about Nadia? You saw him yesterday and he asked you so much questions, gave you so much time. Okay. So I'm going to say, yes, Jay Moon, I was calling your name several times and you weren't there. So I just went to the next person on the list. I can go back to you after this one's done. But I was calling you there for a while. But you did pay for a reading, so you don't get skipped over. Well, you do get skipped over for another person who is here, but then I'll just go back to your reading. So don't worry about that. So I get these cards here for you, Nadia. We get Knight of Cups, okay? We get Knight of Cups in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse. Sorry, your roof is leaking. You know what? That's one of the better excuses, Jay, that I've ever heard. So you're just fine. The Hermit and is in reverse and the Judgment is in reverse. I'm going to say this right here, Nadia. As far as feelings go, this person is still kind of... I'm not getting the feeling type from this person. It feels to me like... I don't want to focus on limerence, but I know you have your heart set on this person, so I'll just say it like this. If they were spending time with you and they were doing that, take that as a possible sign that there could be some interest, but don't hope for too much right now. right? Don't hope for too. No, I know it's true, J Moon. I mean that's a good reason. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying that sounds like one of the better reasons for not being here that I've heard. Flooding or leaking is not good. That's why I never pass up a bathroom. I don't want to leak, you know. Enough about me though. So Knight of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, Three of Cups. Have this be, Nadia, something that possibly moves forward more organically with this person. If it moves forward in that way, that's great. If this person takes time to talk to you, to notice you, again, that's great. But let it be something that happens more organically. I'm seeing that there could be a connection here, but it needs to take some more time. That's good. The person talked to you. They spent time with you. But like I've been saying, you know, live your life, do what it is you need to do. But it looks like there could possibly be something, but I don't want you to fixate on it and feel like this is the only person that can do anything for you, because that's not the case. But it looks better than I was seeing it before. It's your bathroom too that's leaking. It's always the room you least expect. It's looking better than it was before though, Nadia. So I would still caution you to live your life, do your own thing. Don't live for this person. But it is looking better than it was before. So that's what I can give you right there, Nadia. Does that kind of help answer that question? Awesome. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to do this here. I'm going to move. It feels better. Good. I wish you the best in that, Nadia, and thank you for coming on here. I'm going to go to Jay's question here. Do I see something soon with him? The way the cards were, I'll say it like this. I feel like this. All of the cards I had were in reverse. So I'm going to say I don't feel like anything's going to happen soon. If something's meant to happen, it will, right? But I'm not seeing it move forward in a romantic direction. All the cards were in reverse, but if there is something that's starting to build up now, that's good. It means something could possibly happen. But all the cards I got were in reverse. Thank you again, Nadia. I appreciate that, because technically I am answering another question, right? But let it be more organic, because the connection still feels very like shaky. It's good that there was attention paid. It's good that there was questions asked. Those are good signs. But let's see what happens in the time to come, because right now it feels like an acquaintanceship that could possibly turn into more of a friendship, and then from there that could be something, right? And then from there that could be possibly something. But you need to let this build up naturally and see where it goes from there. Because right now, when I'm tuning into this situation, I'm not seeing a no necessarily, but I'm also not seeing a yes. So I would say just let it play out and let's see what's going to happen, okay? And like I said, let it be organic. Don't be too anxious to be around this person or to drop everything to focus on this person. Have it be something where you treat this person just as another person, right? Yeah, we'll see you again later. Perfect, Nadia. Awesome. Okay, so now we're on to J Moon. So now I'll go like this. There we go. Thank you, Nadia. I appreciate you coming on and donating and being a member. I really appreciate it. All right, J Moon, it sounds like you're in the middle of something and you're kind of busy. I am sorry your roof is leaking. Yeah, that actually sucks pretty bad, to be honest. But if you tell me what you're wondering about, thank you, Nadia. That's very sweet. Stefan's got a good sense of humor there. Water sign, roof leak, it's a sign. I think he's right. I think there's a point there. I really do. Well, this is, I say it all the time, I have been saying it, that Mercury in retrograde is always when things start to break down, or you get the weird kind of stuff coming up. Weird misunderstandings, weird times to be signing contracts and things like that. Pay close attention to what you're signing during this time, guys. Just because wording can be weird, things can be kind of strange, and there's misunderstandings abound, right? So let's have that be something there. Yeah, my shoulder is feeling much better though, thankfully. I honestly think, and I really don't think this is exaggerated in any way. I think women can handle pain so much better than men. I really do. I can toughen up. I can do it. She fell, and after she fell, she broke her elbow, right? And I don't think she cried or anything. She just seemed like she was in pain. She was uncomfortable. I don't even think she went to the hospital right away because she didn't know it was broken. But women can be tough sons of guns. I'm telling you, it's impressive. And I'm sitting there, and it's like, if I broke my elbow, you guys wouldn't hear the end of it. I'd be bringing it up every 2 or 3 minutes, just being like, yeah, my elbow's broken, guys. That's one place you don't want to get a broken bone, in the joints, right? And up until then, she'd always bragged about she'd never broken a bone. And then she breaks her elbow. Oh, man. I would imagine menstruation is very painful. You're highly sensitive, Shirley. That's okay, too. And, it takes all types. It prepares us. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Some women have, like, PMS, but then there's PMDD that can be very, very painful. Yeah, careful what you brag about. Exactly. Exactly, Shirley. But I know PMDD is even more painful. And then you have, because it's premenstrual. What is it called? Anyway, yeah, I can, and some women get migraines around that time, or there's all sorts of stuff that happens. So, and for men, well, I've heard, and bear with me on this. I've heard that men have something vaguely, sort of, kind of similar, like mood swings, but I don't know what causes them, I'd have to look more into it, but men have, like, mood swings as well, but I don't think it's monthly. It's like, I don't know. I need to read more into that before I say anything, because I don't want to say that men have it too, because they don't. They really don't, but I was reading an article a few months ago. I need to go back and read it again. Can you pull cards on what I can expect career-wise over the next 6 months? I don't know if this is too broad or vague. No, it's not too vague. That's true, Shirley. That's true. Some men are not as moody as others. Some men are damn brick walls, Some men are... I'm not going to say stoic, because stoicism implies mastery of emotion and then choosing not to react, versus being someone who just doesn't feel emotions and then decides not to react. There's a huge difference. Huge difference. But there's a lot of men that have that suppressed emotional capacity, and so you don't see any moods from them, right? It's just kind of like you're going through life on one emotion, like Stephen Wright. He's a comedian that does the really bored, I'm thinking that's his name was Stephen Wright. He would do the really bored comedy routines, and he was always super monotone. You know? He's funny. He's a weird one, but he's funny. Okay. All right, let's do this here. See what we can find for J Moon. I'm feeling shaky when I look at these cards, which feels like there's nerves building up around this question. Like, I'm getting nervous. I'm wondering if there's something big that's going to be coming up. Yeah, I'm feeling nervous. I heard the words like I'm going to puke or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but it's like I'm feeling pretty nervous about this, and I don't know why. So I'm going to look a little bit more into this. And I'll show you the cards here in just a second, J Moon. I'm just doing this here. You have an exam in July. Ooh, the exams are not fun. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. It's the exam. Okay, yeah, it was the exam you took before, right? And you didn't pass? I do think when we're empaths, we're more sensitive than others. I do. But there's ways we can take to kind of protect ourselves too. But I do believe that. I do believe that, yeah. I do too. I hope you pass. Okay. Okay, that was weird. A third card just popped out. When I grabbed one of the cards, my finger hit the deck of the other one. And so we have a third card that came out here. So we have the Shapeshifter, okay? One person, many roles. And I'm hearing the words, the fool. And I don't mean it in a way like you're being foolish. I mean it in a way like we need to look at this from a new beginning perspective. Sometimes it's best to throw the baby out with the bathwater. And what that means is it's good to start again and try to understand a topic from different directions. Sometimes we get something in a way that feels like it's more intuitive. Other times it feels more structured and factual. But however we learn, that's going to be really good for us. Also, there's some good study tips. I've never been able to do this, but my cousin swore by it and she got straight A's. Like, I don't think she was valedictorian in school, but straight A's. One of the smartest people of my childhood that I can think of. And what she would say is you study for about an hour and then you take a 15-minute nap. And I'm thinking, how do you will yourself to sleep for 15 minutes and then wake up? I don't know. Is that a type A personality thing? Can you guys do that? That's impressive. A little weird, kind of freaky, but you know, I'm here for it. But apparently when you learn something and then you can take a nap, your brain retains it better, supposedly. Or supposedly chewing gum and learning something can help you feel like you can memorize it. If you're chewing gum for some reason, that helps to kind of jog the memory. So we have the Shapeshifter and then we have the Empress. I love this card because you'll see she's pregnant with the world. And it's a pretty card, right? I just think it's a really beautiful card. I love these cards, okay? So the Shapeshifter and the Empress actually have similar energies. I think, or similar colors in a way. And so I feel like when I'm looking at this, you want to look that good pregnant. Hey, me too. I'd settle for looking that good pregnant as well. I'm a stickler for beauty, I'll tell you that. Come on. I'm a Taurus, though. All right, we'll do it this way. There we go. Okay, so then we have the Animal in reverse. Okay? And I'm thinking this is supposed to be okay, you guys tell me what animal you think this is. It's called the animal. I have no idea what animal it is, though. It looks like it's like at the top of its head. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I guess it's just an eye with things around it, but it kind of has like a husky-looking eye to it, or like a wolf, I would think. But then underneath that, we get Page of Wands. This is really good. This is really good right here. So with the Page of Wands and the animal, this is telling me that I feel like you can definitely be successful. Eyes of a wolf. Yeah, I think so, Stefan. That makes sense to me. So, the animal, the Page of Wands. Okay? How would I read this? The animal to me is going into a state where we're feeling instinctual. The Shapeshifter and the Empress, these right here, I'll explain these ones. The Shapeshifter is going to be a card of being able to be adaptable and to fit into any situation. The Empress is an interesting card because it talks about giving birth to something that could be very good for us, but we need to nurture what it is now, and that's going to be studying, that's going to be taking care of things now. Right now, you start learning, you start studying a little bit more if you can. That's going to help you tremendously, and that's going to be something that can give birth to something more fruitful in the future, okay? So that's what this is talking about, but shapeshifting is allowing yourself to be adaptable, okay? Focus on how you learn and those kinds of things. Have that be a priority. The way other people learn may not be for you, and it may be that you have a difficult time retaining certain kinds of knowledge. Look into different ways of studying, different ways of learning, and have that be something you use going forward. Hey, Nina. Now, we have the animal, the Page of Wands. This is talking about being instinctual, okay? The animal and the Page of Wands. This to me is saying that if you allow yourself to go in with kind of an attitude, like let's imagine the default mode of any kind of animal, if they're well fed and they're taken care of, is going to be to observe and to go with the flow of nature more than anything else. Even when they're hunting, they go with the flow of nature, but humans are the only ones that actively push against the flow of nature in a lot of conceivable ways. The animal, though, is comfortable wherever it's at, unless it's, a prey animal, in which case they're not ever comfortable because they think they're going to get eaten all the time. I'd be scared too. Okay, anyway, so the Page of Wands here is showing someone celebrating, but once the exam is over, it seems to me like you're going to actually start doing what it is you need to do when you pass. That to me seems like the next step, but we still have the Page of Wands, which is showing there's still more that needs to be done. So far, J Moon, is that making sense? Cassandra, how's it going? So we have a new way of doing things on here, guys. I'll explain to you in just a second. Well, yeah, there's stuff to do after you pass, but it feels to me like it's just the beginning, right? So that's what I was talking about. I would hope there was stuff to do after you passed, because why the hell are you taking the exam? Just so you can never do anything again? I might need to take that exam. I like the idea of being lazy. Okay, so then we have this. We have the Cave. And we have 5 of Wands. Okay? The Cave and 5 of Wands is going to be, I feel like, as you're working through this and you're getting things going, there could be people or friends or situations that may try to get the best of you. It's important for you to focus on yourself and your ability to learn during this time, because it's not going to be, certain people won't understand your drive for success or your drive to want to learn. But if we have to, we need to cut off the negativity, or we need to cut off people that aren't good for us anymore. That's what I'm seeing here. The 5 of Wands, the reason I'm bringing that up, when I see these two cards together, the Cave to me is introversion, focusing on the self, focusing on developing the self. But it could also be the allegory of the Cave, which we can talk about. But then we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, both of these, there's fire. In fact, these guys look like they're in a cave too, and they're like lighting up the walls. So I'm going to say this. The sky is going to be the limit for you, J Moon, and I don't want you to stop after you pass. That's the whole thing, right? You're still sick. I'm sorry to hear that. Is it getting a little bit better though? Hopefully. But that's what I'm seeing there. So it feels to me like you're going to have success. You know, be diligent, do. Okay, I gotta space these words out because otherwise it sounds like I'm saying poo. Do diligence, okay? That's going to be good. I pulled that earlier too. 5 of Wands, isn't that like conflict? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. 5 of Wands in reverse is conflict. Well, okay. This reading, I'm reading these 2 cards together. 5 of Wands, the way I would read it would be kind of conflict, yes. But I'm reading these 2 cards together. One of them is showing isolation, the other one is showing people. So that's why I'm reading these 2 cards like this is conflict. But generally speaking, drawing the 5 of Wands in reverse is conflict. By itself, though, if the 5 of Wands is upright, it could mean people that are competitive around you, and it could be friendly competition or rivalry that people could have. So there could be people that are jealous of you, or there could be that kind of energy of people that maybe they don't want to see you succeed. There could be that kind of energy too. So that's why I'm reading it that way. It can be conflict depending on the cards next to it, but this is upright. In fact, every card in here is upright. So that's kind of how I would read it there. So focus on allowing yourself to succeed. Don't listen to what other people have to say. And don't do this, J Moon. As weird as this sounds, and I know this is going to sound kind of strange, don't tell other people when you're studying. Don't tell people that you're studying. Just do it. If there's any way you can just be alone and do your studying. A lot of times when we tell people what it is that we want to do or what it is that we want to achieve, we kind of diminish the reward for it. Like, for instance, there's been plenty of times I've had a dream or something that I've wanted to do, and I tell someone what I want to do, and then right after I tell them what I want to do, my brain is already filled with the dopamine effect of actually already doing it, even though I didn't do anything, and so then I'm like, what's the point? That's just me, right? So, okay. Yes, you're not doing that again. You did that last time. Perfect. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing here, J Moon. And thank you, Stefan, for posting that for me. Yeah, we've got 4 slots left for the free list. Okay. So, hopefully, J Moon, that kind of helps answer those questions for you. I think it can go well, but you need to focus on the first thing, and that's going to be studying. And then from there, you can go there. Don't focus on the future after this or before. Focus on the thing you need to do now, and then other things can come up later, and then you can focus on those. But for now, let's focus on the exam that's at hand in July. Okay, you still have plenty of time to study for it, and I'm wishing you the best with that. And I do think you can pass. Just dedicate some time to studying, and focus on having that be your time to study, your time to learn, and try not to distract yourself. Awesome, Nina. I'll put your name down here. I have a few people that paid that will be in front of you, Nina, but you will be the next person on the list after. Okay, is P Sand there? I'm sorry it takes so long to get to these readings. Hopefully P Sand is there. Perfect. Can you type your question one more time, P Sand? I know you typed it earlier. Okay, perfect. I see you. If you guys pay for a reading, please understand I will never skip over you. I write your guys' name down. You're the reason why the channel gets to stay alive and afloat. And I'm not going to skip over you guys, so don't worry about that. If for some reason you're not here, I'll either get you on the next live or when you come back in on the current one, I'll get you then, so. Okay. Okay, who will you marry? You're a girl named Poonam and a Pisces. Okay. So, are we looking for male or female? What's your preference? Hey there, Sunshine. You tell me what your preference is. I'm going to come right back, peace and then we'll do your reading. I'm sorry, I'll be right back though. Male, okay. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Let me do this here. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's do this here. Who will you marry? So I'm going to say this as plainly as I can, just so we can kind of talk about this. Who I'm going to describe is going to be a possibility of looking into the future, grabbing a possibility. This does not mean make yourself blind to any other options. If there's a nice person that you're with and they respect you and they appreciate you and you're attracted to them, do not think, oh, I got to get rid of this person so the guy Chance was talking about is going to be coming in. Focus on what makes you happy, on what's in your life and what can be coming in, but don't exclude possibilities just because I say something. Okay? I just want that to be known so that we don't give up something that could possibly be good for us for that. Thank you. Thank you, Poonam. I appreciate that. I do. I want to preface the reading with that. And I'm glad you understand. So let's see what we can come up with here. Okay. Okay, so Poonam, is it okay if I kind of go into your energy field here? I ask because, well, I just feel like that's appropriate. Go for it. Thank you. Thank you, Peace and I appreciate that. Let me do this here and we can see what we can do. We start a new thing on here. I've got my iPad, so there we go. Perfect. Let me do that. All right, I'm going to lay down some cards, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. We'll look for a possible time frame, and then we'll go from there, all right? So I'm going to go 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, but I'm going to do 3 years. I'm not going to do further than that at this point in time, just because I feel like the further out we go, the harder it is for me to get something that could be possible for me, right? Thank you, Sunshine. So let's see what we can do. So I'm going to do 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and then I'll explain kind of where I'm going with that. So first year, which would be this one into the next one. So May 2022 into May 2023. Okay, May 2023 to 2024. All right, and May 2024 to May 2025. Okay. That is a good question. They're probably downstairs sleeping, Sunshine. Okay, so what I get right here, we get the Knight of Cups. Okay, that one's upright. That's a good card to have here. The Knight of Cups could be someone that we will possibly meet this year. I say possibly because this one doesn't feel, it feels like it can be likely, but it doesn't feel like it's going to necessarily be something that happens all at once. Maybe there's signs of this person or there's thoughts of this person, but it feels to me like there could be something this year. The Knight of Cups is a card that can be focusing on someone who's emotionally open, someone who gets emotions, someone who's not afraid to feel emotions. This back here, this is a tapestry, Sunshine 22. It's kind of like a blanket, but it's, actually, let me do this. There we go. My girlfriend said I looked short on the last stream, and I forget to push my chair back up, so here we go. Yeah, it's just a tapestry. So that could be something. It feels to me like there could be... Okay. So that's kind of something that I'm getting here. It feels like the name could start with an N, maybe a Q for some reason. But it feels like those two are the, like NQ or QN. It feels like those are kind of common in the name. So maybe there's more than one N. I doubt there's more than one Q in a person's name. I can't think of anyone that has more than one Q in their name. Have a girlfriend, you feel sad. Well, it's how it is. That is exactly how it is. Yeah, we've been together for almost 14 years. So it's been a minute. So Knight of Cups, to me, that's a good card, and that would be 2022, 2023. There could be someone coming in. I know this can mean water sign. I know this usually means water sign because it's the cups. I could also see this as being a possible fire sign, maybe an Aries. Maybe an Aries, maybe a Leo. It feels more likely that it's Aries. But it feels like it's a passionate person or it's someone who's more artistic or more creative in their sense of expression. So they feel like they have a looser idea of like society or structure. It feels like they're someone who questions things rather than just letting things happen. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting there. Now, 2023 to 2024. So what I'm going to do is this. If for some reason something doesn't happen in 2022 to 2023, right? Sagittarius, I'm not getting a feel for Sagittarius. I would have said Sag if I felt it. It feels more Aries. It feels sort of Leo, right? Sort of. But I'd say Aries is what I was feeling with that. Again, don't blind yourself to any one option, though. If for some reason it doesn't happen in 2022, 2023, then I'm seeing Six of Cups right here. Six of Cups is going to be something that, and thank you, Sunshine, that's very sweet of you to say that. I try to do the best I can, but I make a ton of mistakes. I'm learning. Anyone that has a partner in their life, you have to understand it's work. It's work. There's beautiful parts to it. There's fun parts. There's amazing parts to it. But a lot of it is two people trying to work together to communicate their needs as best as they can to the other person. And sometimes it can be difficult, but you have to realize that no matter who you're with, if it's a supportive relationship, there will be struggles even in a supportive relationship. So communication, talking things out, that's always important. Okay, so 6 of Cups. I would say there's a possibility there could be someone coming in 2023. Now, this is if something doesn't happen in 2022 to 2023. There could be someone coming in 2023 to 2024 that could possibly be from your past. 6 of Cups is a card of like reminiscing, okay? Look at this. You'll see that there's a kid petting this dog, and then you see the guy there and that they're still the same dog. So it can be a card of showing you that there could be someone from your past coming in to do something. Right, from your past. And let's do this. Hey there, AP. I can put you on the free list. I'm going to be doing the paid list here for a little while longer, but yeah, I can put you on the free list. Okay. 3 more spots available on the free list. So I'll put a counter up. I'll get some stuff ready for next time I'm live and we can go from there. But here's what I'm seeing here. Now, 2024 to 2025. So if we don't meet anyone from 2022 to 2024, okay? See you soon, sunshine. Have a good one, okay? I appreciate you stopping in here and thanks for your kind words. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords, okay? And what I'm seeing with this, you're wondering who the person is you're going to marry. Here's what I'm seeing here. It feels like it's still going to be a time of exploration, of kind of seeing what's out there. And I feel like looking at your options is going to be the best thing because it feels like there's a few people that could be coming along that may or may not be the best match. And when I say may or may not, I'm saying it like this. Sometimes we learn lessons from people, and that's the whole point of the game, right? Oh, thank you, Cassandra. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. But let yourself experiment, let yourself move forward. It does feel like there's 2 possible connections coming up. In the 2024 to 2025, we get the Queen of Swords. And this one, to me, feels like if for some reason we don't meet someone in 2022 to 2023, 2023 to 2024, it feels like 2025 would be us rediscovering something. No matter how this goes for you, though, Peace and it's going to be something that's going to be a journey and it's going to be worth it. I'm feeling more fire sign, even though there is just water and air signs here. It feels more fire oriented because the person feels passionate. The second person that's from your past feels like someone you didn't really get to know that well. Like, I don't feel like you were dating them. I don't feel like you know them too well. Maybe they're younger than you by just a teeny bit. Or maybe they're older, but they're a little bit immature in some ways. I don't feel like they're a bad person, but it's like there's immaturity with people, even if they're older than us. So age doesn't really mean anything. But that's something that I'm getting here. I feel like they're going to be... I'm not going to say they would look like this exactly, but I view this as being a card that's like an outline. So I would say they're going to have medium length hair. I would say, well, I was going to dive into your energy there and do this, so give me 1 second. So first thing I'm seeing is it's black hair. I feel like it's black hair. It's brown eyes. And this person smiles with one side of their face more than the other side. So it's like a crooked smile, but it's not something that's like off-putting. It's just how they do it. They have like a smirk or a grin. I feel like they're a kind person. I feel like they work with something, like they do something with their hands. They do like craft work or work with people's houses in some way. But they're also someone who's creative besides doing that. So it feels like someone who works a lot with their hands with this person. I'm also hearing the words oven, which is interesting. So maybe there could be an O name as well, but it could also just be someone who works with fire. Like we did say the fire sign earlier, but it feels like there's something this person could work with. Maybe they work with hot materials or they do something that way. But they're coming through first and foremost as the job, and then it's the person for some reason. So I feel like this person's work is very important to them. And you might meet this person, get along with them very well, and they might have to go someplace. They might have to move away for a minute. I feel like they will come back though, but it feels like you get to know this person and then there's going to be some distance. Possibly Ivory, they could be a welder. I didn't get a feeling they worked with metal, but that's a job that involves heat. So, I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible. But that's what I'm seeing, P-Sand. And so I feel like the next 3 years, you're going to have some options coming in. But I do feel like there's going to be something along the lines of there's still more healing, self-growth that needs to take place. But it feels like you're on the right path. And I do feel like you're getting closer and closer to attracting a partner into your life. Just don't settle for someone who's disrespectful, someone who talks over you all the time, someone who doesn't care how your day was, or someone who doesn't remember facts about you. Settle for people that give you that feeling of trust, of love, of appreciation, and they want to hear what you have to say, and they view you as a partner, okay? Don't settle for anything less. I just want to make that clear because you guys deserve the world. You do not deserve table scraps, okay? That shit's over. You come on this channel, you heal. We get you healed. You guys do better. You go out there, you fucking kick its ass, right? You go for it. Okay, so, and you're very, very welcome, P-San. Thank you for the donation. And be on the lookout, okay? Don't blind yourself to anything, but be on the lookout. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next person here. And let me see what we can find. Lady V, are you there? I'm so sorry it took me a minute to get to you, but I hope you're still there. So I'll do this. There we go. Thank you, Lady V, for being so patient. I appreciate that. Sorry it took me a while to get to you. What is it that you're curious about, my friend? Hey, Annie. We're still doing the paid readings here. Who is coming towards you in love? Let's look at that. Who is possibly coming towards Lady V in love? Are we interested in more of the masculine presence or more of the feminine presence? Like, do you want a man or do you want a woman? Or, yeah. I just ask that so that I know kind of what qualities I'm looking for. Even though I know it's kind of outdated to ask that question, it kind of seems tacky, but man, okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay, 1 second here. I've got my, haven't used these ones for a minute. I'm going to use these ones really quick. These are my Energy Oracle cards. Okay. Need to get some new ones. The lamination on these ones is wearing off. Okay. What's coming towards Lady V in love? Yes, Courtney, I can add you to the list. Okay. You're added to the list, Courtney. All right. So, Lady V, here's what I've got here. You're very welcome, Stefan, and have a good night's rest, okay? Get some good sleeps. Like I said, guys, I will be back on Tuesday through Friday. I'm probably going to go back to my original time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, but I'm going to be doing 3 or 4 hours instead of 6 or 7 hours. So be expecting that. Okay, so Lady V, we have this 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And Storm Warning right here. So if there was ever a reading I had where it feels like some more work needs to be done, this would be it. Probably, again, not what you wanted to hear, but we don't care about that here. It's what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And so I'm going to say it like this. 10 of Wands in reverse is trying to get over a situation, in my opinion. So it's starting off with, I feel like maybe we're still holding on to something from a prior situation. We're doing okay. We're trying to feel and understand what happened with this situation, but it feels to me like you're stepping into more of a space of getting yourself rightly oriented. That would be the way I would describe it. I know it sounds kind of weird for me to say it that way, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. We have 2 of Pentacles in reverse. This to me is showing that we need to step into a possible relationship or things coming up when it's the appropriate time to do so. Sometimes we can have desperation in certain situations where we feel like we need to do something. We have to do it now. And this right here is us taking things very slow and letting things happen the way they need to happen. 2 of Pentacles in reverse to me is like, it could be rushing into a decision, right? The cards are in reverse, yes, and so we'll talk about that. But this to me is like we're focusing on the healing journey, and as I'm saying we're focusing on the healing journey, I'm seeing a honeycomb pattern. What's interesting about the hexagon, the honeycomb, it's one of the strongest. Shapes out there, right? It has all this structural integrity. It's a very strong shape. But the honeycomb to me can also represent a nurturing energy, but it's something you have to give yourself. And what I'll say is this. When I see the honeycomb, this to me is saying that you're like a bee. You work for the hive, you work for the collective, but you need to take some of that for yourself, and you need to focus on yourself more and realize that's not being selfish. That's actually just caring for yourself, okay? Nothing wrong with doing that at all, but that's something you need to move into, you need to have moving forward to take care of. Okay. Page of Wands in reverse right here. This card to me, honestly speaking, Page of Wands in reverse feels to me like we need to rediscover ourselves. We need to find things out. So this to me could be the reason these cards are in reverse. I'm wondering if there's a relationship that you got out of that was kind of messy, I'm actually pretty curious about that because it feels like you're still dealing with some things here. Maybe you were ghosted, or maybe something happened that just didn't go the way you were wanting it to, or maybe there's still some pain that needs to be processed. Because then I get these cards. The Hanged Man in reverse and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse isn't a bad card because it's a card that's actually kind of difficult to deal with. So we're starting off with needing to feel, needing to go back and kind of look at what's going on here. The Hanged Man in reverse, though, is not being able to see the situation for what it actually was. Even though I'm feeling like you're wanting new energy, you're wanting a new relationship, you might let old energies back in. There could be a feeling of loneliness. There could be a feeling of like not wanting to go through something alone or not wanting to do things that way. And what I want you to know, hey there, Nessa. What I want you to know is that if we're ever in a place where we're desperate and we try to get people's attention that way, it's not going to last because we're using those people as a form of escaping our own self issues, right? And so desperation to me is wanting someone else's company so badly that we will escape our own life and we will primarily focus just on them and we don't focus on ourselves anymore. And then that person becomes our world. And when we do that, we become codependent. And when we do that, we lose ourselves in these relationships. So it feels to me like there's still healing that needs to be done to make it so that we're focusing on someone in a relationship as their own person. And we understand that they have their needs and we have ours. But it's important for you to recognize the needs that you have and realize that it's okay to have needs. It's okay to have boundaries, wants and desires, all of those things. But that's something that we need to do. Yes, Nessa, I can add you. Okay, 2 spots left on the free list. All right, so is that making sense to you, Lady V? Okay. Now we end this with this, okay? Storm warning. All right? Each and every one of you guys that are on here that are wondering about love questions, if we're in a situation and we're wanting to attract the person in our life, we're wanting to attract someone, focus on the qualities that you want this person to have. A lot of times we learn what we want in partners by understanding what we don't want in partners. So contrasting experience is actually really important. Okay, let's say we were in a relationship, we were cheated on, okay? All of a sudden, trust becomes a huge thing. Trust and loyalty in a relationship becomes much bigger than it was before. And that's not something you should bend on in any way. That's something you should remain true to. Write down the qualities you would want in a partner, okay? And then try to attain those qualities yourself as well so that you can emulate that and attract a partner even more so. You want an honest partner? Be more honest with yourself. Be more honest with people around you. Do you want a partner who, does X, Y, and Z? Then learn how to do those things as well. Emulate the partner that you would possibly want, and then the universe can start to fill that partner-shaped hole with somebody. That's going to be the important thing there. But never get in a relationship, again, I'm saying this, never get in a relationship in a way of escaping reality. As soon as you do that, the relationship will fail. I can almost guarantee you it will fail because you're using it as a crutch to not deal with your own issues. Okay? You're good, Shirley. Don't worry about it. We're still on the paid readings, so. But I would say, because we have storm warning right here, I would say it's not the time yet, Lady V, to start thinking of a relationship. I'd say the next 6 months. No, you didn't miss your turn, Shirley. I would say the next 6 months, really focus on yourself, really focus on this healing journey, and take it to that next level. Yes, I can add you, channel. I'll add you to the list here. Actually, that's it. That's our number 10 spot right there. So, more donations will have to come in for more free readings to happen. But for right now, I'm going to focus on what we have. So, and again, if we are in a situation, okay, I follow these people. Okay, we have, and you can look at these guys on YouTube. those are good resources for you to look at. And then there's a book on Amazon called this that can help. Because a lot of us could have overbearing parents or narcissistic parents or parents that ignored us or made us feel lesser than. And that book can help. But we need to be in a situation where we can heal and focus on that. Okay, channel, we'll get to you, okay? I'm sorry that happened, though. That sounds horrible. But we'll see what we can do. So hopefully that makes sense, Lady V. I would say if any of you guys are involved in a narcissistic relationship or romantic relationship, when you have gotten out of that situation or that relationship, give yourself at least a year to heal and recover. Don't jump into anything in that year's worth of time. If it was toxic or narcissistic, you have probably lost a form of your identity, and it's important for you to reclaim yourself and understand who you are now that this person's out of your life, and it takes time to rediscover parts of yourself. So if you have been in a narcissistic or toxic relationship, give yourself at least a year, at least, to see who you are as a person, because it's going to take time for you to feel and understand what exactly happened and kind of uncover that as time goes on. Okay. So hopefully, you're very welcome, Lady V. Very, very welcome. All right, Kelly, are you there? Awesome. Okay, perfect. Yes, there we go. We got Kelly in the house. Perfect here. Okay, we had another person, Jasmine. She'll be after Kelly, and then Nina will be after Jasmine here. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I've got you on the list. You'll be after this person, this next person. So I'm going to put Kelly's name up here. Okay, so someone just donated. All right, so that means we'll do 2 more. Okay, someone donated. We'll do 3 more spots for this. So I will put channel. I'll put channel on the list. Or they're already on the list. Okay, so I'll put Sarabi Kamari on the list. I'll put Disney. I'll put Blah on the list. Okay, so you guys are on the list now. Okay. You work from home. Okay. You're good, Kelly. You're good. So here's what we'll do. Let me move that over. Okay. So you'll be after Kelly, Jasmine, just so that you're aware. Okay, which bank will offer me a better rate? PenFed Bank or Lightstream? Okay, let's see what we can do for Kelly here. So I'm going to shuffle these cards and we're going to look. So I'm going to do a choice reading here. I'll do 3 cards on one side and 3 cards on the other. And the first one, we're going to do the PenFed Bank. And then we're going to do the Lightstream Bank. So, which would be better to go with, PenFed or Lightstream? Cool beans. I haven't heard that in a long time. I haven't heard someone say cool beans in a minute. You're on the list, Sarabi. I got you on the list. We do things a little bit differently though now, guys, just so we're clear. So, give me 1 second here. So there
was a lot of news that's been coming out today.
Nope. Apparently there's a lot of news that's been coming out today. When someone donates, okay, that gives free readings. I don't do free readings just off the bat, but when someone donates, you guys get some spots to do some free readings. So right now those spots are filled, but that's going to be something that I want you guys to be aware of. So whenever someone pays, I can add more people to the free list. It has been hard, Kelly. Okay. Yeah, abilities grew and all. Yeah, it's not an easy thing to go through. Generally speaking, when your abilities are starting to grow, your sensitivity to your reality starts to become increased in a way that it feels like, you know how cats kind of get mean when you pet them too much, you know, because they're very sensitive. Their fur is really sensitive. That's kind of how it is with us when we start growing and developing. We become very sensitive to our environment. Okay, so let's do this here. So the very first one is, should you go with pen fed? Man, I don't even need to look at the other option. This is literally the best outcome I could think of. Pen fed, okay, and it's funny that you said pen fed because we get the Queen of Pentacles, and then we get the Ace of Swords, and then we get the Nine of Pentacles. All of these cards are upright, Kelly. I'm going to say I don't even need to look at the other option. I mean, I can draw more cards. I'll draw for the other option, but the pen fed seems good. But we'll see. Maybe the other option's even better. Let me look. I highly doubt it. So let's look at Light Stream. Yeah, Two of Wands, Six of Wands in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse. I'd say pen fed for sure. Do I feel like it'll be a quick approval? Let me draw another card for that. King of Swords. I feel like it'll be good. I feel like whatever you go with them, I feel like it'll be good. It feels like the person will, I think, understand you and approve the loan fairly quickly. And it does look like it's going to be Henry Cavill that we're looking for. So find your Witcher, you know, pay a penny to your Witcher, or however it goes. There you go. But that's what I'm seeing there. So I would say pen fed, and I would say it would be a quick approval. Yeah, that looks good to me. Pen fed looks good. All right, so let me do this then. Let me see. What blessings are, oh, and hey, Jason, what blessings are coming towards you in June? Let's look here. So right now the free list is full, guys, and so when there is another donation, there can be more people added to the list. But that's how we're going to work on here now so that I can make a little bit of money, but you guys can also feel that I still get free readings, and that's going to be the way to go. So when someone donates again, I can add more people to the free list. But on the free list, when you guys donate, okay, you get 2 card readings for 1 question instead of a 1 card reading for 1 question. So everybody wins, and you get to support the community. So let's look at this one, though. What's coming in June, either for love or financially? Time frames if I can. Well, don't mind if I do. I'm sorry, I had to hold in a burp. I didn't do a good job because it still came out. But. All right. Here we go. What's coming in? Is it going to be love? Is it going to be financially? A little sleepy, but good. Hey, it's good to be a little sleepy. Hey there, Tanisha Cooks. If we get someone else that pays, we'll have, I can put you two on the list. I can put Jason and Tanisha on the list if we get another person that pays. And it's just the $5 if you want to do that, or the $7.99, or the, you know, if you want to do 2 questions. But depending on how much you guys pay, that's how many people can be added to the free list. So I'm still figuring all this stuff out though, but that's how we're going to operate so that everybody wins. And the people that pay get a paid reading. Okay. The people that can't pay can, yeah, okay, anyway. So Tanisha, I do take Super Chat, but if you could do Cashapp or PayPal, that would help me a little bit more. I know it's a pain in the ass, but they take 30% from Super Chat. So if we could do Snapchat or PayPal or PayChat or SnapPal or Snapchat and SuperPal, I think we could do those. Okay. But if you want to, Tanisha, if you don't have any other option but Super Chat, feel free to use it. I'm just letting you know what I would prefer. But if it's easier for you, go for it. I'll take Super Chat. So it's up to you. All right? You can look at the rates in the description down below. And we can go from there, okay? So, Courtney, you're number 8 on the free reading list. I've got this last question for Kelly, and then I'm going to go to Jasmine. And when I'm done with Jasmine's questions, then I'm on to the free list. And then that's 2, but you're number 8 on the free list. Okay. So, we get the 6 of Swords in reverse. We get Death and Rebirth. I'm going to tell you some stuff here. We get the Page of Cups. We get the Fool in reverse. We get the 10 of Wands in reverse. And then we get Door to Personal Healing and Happiness in reverse. You're good, Tanisha. Take your time. I'm still going to be a second. 6 of Swords in reverse. Death and Rebirth. You have an ex-Cancer heavy in your energy. Okay. It does feel like there's still some energy there. Are you guys, do people know how to do grounding exercises? Hey there, Jones. How's it going? And a big hug from Amsterdam. I would prefer, do you have pot or something? Just send it to me in the mail. I'll give you a P.O. box. You can just send me some of the good stuff from Amsterdam. I'll take it. Just a little as a treat is fine for me, so don't worry about that. But hello from America. All right, so you're doing grounding exercises. Okay, so what we need to do then is we need to do like cutting off exercises, cutting off the connection. We need to kind of get that going there. It is not wrong for us guys, okay? That's a good one. That's a good one, Nina. The Calm app. I need to look more into that. But here's what I'm going to do. So we have the grounding exercises. Those are going to be very helpful. But I want you guys to feel like this. Oh, thank you. Cashapp. Perfect. Okay. Hold on a second. Perfect. Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay, so I'll put your name on there. Tanisha. I'll put your name after this here, so let's do that. I got you down for one question. Thank you so much, my friend. I will. I'll let you know. Oh, thank you, Jones. I appreciate that. Okay. So we can also do cutting off exercises, and I was going to say this. A lot of people feel guilty for doing this. Our energy, our energy comes at a cost and a price. Everything we look at, everything we pay attention to, our energy sticks to like a little tiny fly on a damn strip of fly paper, okay? What I mean by that is we have to call back our energy at the end of the day. We have to do like hygiene. We wash our face, we wash our body, we brush our teeth, we brush our body. We do the whole thing, right? And if you guys aren't brushing your body, you're missing out because it is weird and it hurts, but it does something. I don't know. But we need to call our energy back to ourselves. Grounding exercises help with calling our energy back. But if we can have a visualization of energy kind of soaking into us, kind of like we're a flower and we're soaking up the sun's rays. I know it sounds weird, but when we use the imagination, the effects are not imaginary. The way we access psychic abilities is through the imagination. The more we can, you feel so good for the last year. Good. The more we can manifest, the easier it's going to be for us, or the more we can imagine, the easier it's going to be for us to do these exercises. And imagine in as much detail as possible when the energy is coming into you, feel what that feels like. Is there a smell? Is it like the smell of sunshine on a nice day when you step outside? Is there a feeling? Is there a taste? Is there, like, what do you see? What do you hear? Be as involved in this imagining as you can be, and involve all your senses. The more senses you can get into this imagining, the easier it's going to be for you to ground. Okay, and it makes a stronger grounding cord. Well, hear me out, Kelly, okay? Even if this person is your twin, right? Do you mean twin flame or twin, do you mean an actual twin? Because regardless of who it is, you can take your energy back. That's what I was going to say. Do not feel guilty for taking your energy back, even from your children, even from people in your life that you need to support. You have to take your energy back because you have to take care of yourself. I want you to imagine this. You take showers by yourself. You do all that by yourself. Imagine if you were taking a shower with everyone you met during the day. Would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? So you need to disconnect from all those energies, even people you're really close with. Disconnect from them because that's normal. It's codependent if we keep our energies connected to other people in that sense, because we have to call our energy back and we need to send energies back to the sender. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, you told him you need to move on for you. Grounding and absolutely, Jones. Absolutely. Okay, so we get this one, door to personal healing and happiness in reverse. And I'm going to say this, there are people in our lives, they're meant to help us, teach us, whatever it happens to be. But when it's time to move on, we need to move on. And we can cut people out of our energy. And that's okay, because what it does is it tells the universe, I'm doing this for me. If there's a soul contract, if there's been other things like that, I can understand in a way, but it's important for us to realize that our energy is our energy and it belongs to us. So cut everyone off. I'm just ready to get back out there and make new friends and love. I understand that. And that's good. That's good if that's a place that you're at. So this is why we get the death and rebirth card coming in. Okay. And I'm going to explain some more here. Page of Cups, Fool in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse, with door to personal healing and happiness also in reverse. So you need to do this for you, Kelly. And I think the best thing to do is going to be when you're ready to get yourself out there, you'll know, right? Okay, Nessa, thank you. Sorry we didn't get to you. So what I'm going to say here is that there's still work that needs to be done before in my opinion, the way the cards are saying this, there's still work to be done before you get out there. There's still some healing work that needs to be done. And Kelly, you said that you've been through a portal. You said that you've been through an awakening, and your senses, your sensitivities, and your spiritual nature is going to amp up and increase. Sometimes when this happens, and I'm not trying to scare anybody, but sometimes when this happens, we can have an identity crisis. When there is a spiritual awakening, it questions a lot of structures. It questions a lot of things. So that's kind of what I'm getting there. I'm thinking this is what's going on with you, Kelly. I didn't do anything on this person. This is a reading for you. That's what I'm picking up. Because I would have no reason to pick up on his energy. Right, you feel it's been 2 years, you're ready to go? Okay, then that's something you can do. If you're feeling ready, I'd say go for it. I'm just reading to you what the cards say, and I don't feel like it's for this other person. I feel like this is for you. Because I would have no reason to read him. Or them, anyway. But I do feel like it's for this other person. Or it's for you. Anyway. Yeah, let me know. Let me know on this. But if there's still some healing you need to do, I do feel like there's still going to be more transformational energy coming into your life, Kelly. I think you'll be able to handle it. But there's still more of this energy coming through. And a lot of times, the friendships and relationships, when we're going through a spiritual evolution, they become misplaced very easily. And sometimes it's best to do our own thing, right? That's going to be the best thing that we can do. I'm not saying don't make friends. I'm not saying don't date, because that's a weird thing for me to say. But I'm saying choose those people wisely during this time, because sometimes when we're going through a spiritual awakening, we can do things irrationally. Not because we don't know what's going on, but because reality seems to shift so much when we're going through a spiritual awakening, and we're really discovering who we are as a soul being, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm seeing there, Kelly. But if you're wanting to go out there, you're wanting to do stuff, I would say go for it. And see what happens. But, hold on to the fact that there's still things there's all things that we need to do, right? There's things I need to do, and there's all of that. So that's what I'm feeling there. Like I said, the death and rebirth card, the reason I'm bringing up that spiritual evolution even more was because of this. And then you had the Fool card in reverse. Then trust that, Kelly. Trust that. Okay, trust your guides over me on this. If you're feeling like it's time for you to go, trust that process, okay? I by no means am a god or doing anything like that. If you're feeling like it's time for you to do this, listen to your own judgment, listen to your guides, and see what you can do that way. I want you to be safe, protect yourself, ground your energy, and that's going to be the best thing that you can do, okay? You're okay, Kelly. Hey, listen, I'm telling you guys right now. When you guys ask me, when you guys pay for a reading, I appreciate it more than anything. It keeps the channel going. But regardless of if you listen to me or not, that's not what I care about. I don't give a shit if you listen. I would like you to, with what the cards are saying, but it's not my job to enforce anything. It's not my job to tell you guys what to do. At the end of the day, you get to decide. Hopefully, I give you guys options. Hopefully, I give you guys something that you can look at and be like, okay, I don't have to do this. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I don't want you to listen to me blindly. Please, for the love of God, no. Listen to your own sense of self-judgment. Have that be something you follow. Use me as a secondary or tertiary option. Okay, I'm not your first option. Use me as someone you can bounce ideas off of. Use me as someone who can help kind of guide in the right direction, but do not take what I say as 100% truth for you as a person. Okay? I have no problem if you guys want to do something that you want to do. I think I just subscribed myself. So that's cool. Thank you, me, for subscribing. You're welcome, me. Oh, I can have fun with that one. But I think you guys see what I'm saying there. And if I do this hand gesture enough, I'm thinking, eventually that'll come across. But I'm here as a sounding board in a lot of ways. And sometimes I feel like I'm here just to give you guys space to talk about what's going on. And you can use me as kind of a reflection that you guys can look at. And maybe I can mirror something back to you. Maybe we can talk about things. And during that process, maybe you can see things more clearly. Or if not, we can ask questions, get guidance, those kinds of things. That's what I'm here for. Just so that we're clear. Does that make sense, Kelly? Thank you, Jones. I appreciate that. How long have you been watching for, Jones? Is this your first time on the channel? Because I don't know if I've seen you here before. And if I have, I'm so sorry. I'm very forgetful. Don't be mad at me. And you're welcome, Kelly. Okay. Whew. Alrighty. So everyone, let's do this here. And okay, so we're on to Jasmine's question. Okay. So Jasmine, are you there? I think you got 2 questions. And then we're on to Tanisha next. That can happen, Kelly. That can happen. A lot of times, the more spiritual we are in nature, the more empathic we are. People will misunderstand you and misinterpret. A lot of people project onto empaths their own delusions, I guess. When people are projecting onto someone, it's them taking their emotions, putting them on another person, and then being like, "Gosh, you're nuts." And it's like, but you're just mirroring back what they're. Anyway. That's just other people. So let's look at this here for Disney fan. Okay, do you see a love connection with me and Gemini? Wondering if he'll ask me out. 2, I often feel my Pisces X energy around me. Is he going to return? If so, is it positive? Timeframes if possible. Okay. Okay, Disney fan. Perfect. Perfect. Let's see what we can do, though. Okay. Let's see what we can come up with for Disney fan here. I am going to say Disney fan, and this is just a psychic prediction. I'm going to say you're a fan of Disney. How do I know that? It just comes to me, okay? I'm so psychic, it hurts sometimes, but I got a feeling on this one. There we go. I am, right? Disney fan? You get it. You understand. I have this way. I have this thing here. I'm going to say you're probably a person, okay? I'm going to say at some point things have happened in your life. That's just me though. I'm sorry. I'm too good. I'm too damn good. I gotta stop. I'm freaking myself out. Okay. Let's go on here. I've had horrible readings from some psychics, so I can kind of joke about that. There's really vague ones out there. Okay. And thank you guys for being so sweet. All right, let's do this. This guy is the best. I know. Like I said, I'm scaring myself here. Okay, let's see what we can do here for Disney fan. We had one card kind of pop out here, make itself a little spooky appearance. So we're going to take that card, we're going to push it off to the side here. Let me do this here. I need to get a more comfortable chair. That's kind of where I'm at. Can anyone recommend a comfortable chair, like an office chair? Like maybe an office chair microwave combo, because I would like to have food in the bottom that I can just grab and have. And the radiation would probably keep me warm. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. A donut? I guess that would work. Maybe a donut and some preparation H for my rear end. I don't know. I'll think about it, Nina. I will think about it. But I'm primarily thinking of having a donut as in, like from the store, when I go to the market. So, do I see a love connection with you and Gemini? I'm drawing some more cards here, Disney fan, and we'll go from there. Now, if it's a donut you can sit on and you can eat, Count me in. That would be a dangerous food for me. I love relaxing and I love eating, and a donut that could do both of those things, that'd be hard to stay away from. Basically, I'm Ned Flanders. I'm Homer Simpson dressed as Ned Flanders. So if you guys can imagine that, there you go. All right. So here's what I got for the Gemini Connexion. We have all tied up in reverse. Okay. And then we have walking away. And then we have the Chariot. We have the Nine of Cups. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Chariot, Nine of Cups, Two of Pentacles, all tied up in reverse and walking away. So how I would read this, all tied up in reverse, is going to be, maybe we're waiting. Let me see what you said. Here's what I'm thinking. I don't know if this person's going to ask you out necessarily, Disney fan. But what I can say is when I see all tied up in reverse and walking away, you know, sometimes maybe try asking another person out. I know sometimes people want to have one person ask and the other person's like, you know, I don't want to do that. But if it feels like it could possibly be a good connection, you know, try asking them out. That's kind of what I'm seeing from this, because I feel like if you're waiting for this person to ask, you might have to wait for a while, because all tied up in reverse and walking away, to me, it's saying that it's, I feel like you're more of an initiator, you're more of a doer. And this person feels like someone who kind of drags their feet when it comes to things. I feel like there could be a connection here, though, because I get the Chariot, I get the Nine of Cups. The Two of Pentacles, though, could be possibly entertaining two options, okay? And so the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, and then the Two of Pentacles. So I'm wondering if this person is wanting someone to initiate this kind of thing. Maybe this person's more shy or reserved. I don't know, but it feels to me like, I do feel like they would ask you out in the future, but, you know, maybe see where the friendship can go. Don't push anything towards the dating arena. You know, you don't want to do that. But have it be something that organically happens, and then kind of throw some things in there. Throw some persuasive language their way and be like, you know, if me and you went on a date, blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, throw some jests in there, do some of that. I think that's how you flirt. It's been a long time, so I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, sorry about that one. But that's what I'm seeing here. It does feel like we're dealing with someone who would be kind of a Gemini about things, and I'm pretty sure I don't need to go into detail on that. Hey there, Lizelle. You subscribed, I think, a little while ago. How are you doing? Let's look here. Yeah, I can add you, Lizelle. You'll have to wait a minute here, but I can add you. Okay. So what do you think of that one, Disney fan? You're welcome, Lizelle. Thank you for subscribing. You're more forthcoming. Okay. So, like I said, if you're wanting something from this direction, kind of have things happen in a more organic way. Something you can do is this. If you know this person physically, you can talk to them and do light touches when you're talking to them. That's a way to show kind of affection in a way that's not too aggressive. If you're talking to somebody and you lightly touch them or you make more eye contact, if you ask them questions and then they reciprocate by asking you questions, you'll know if there's a match there Body language is also going to be important. Versus, so if you go up to someone and they look like this, and they're talking to you like this, odds are there's probably not a connection. But if you go up to someone and they're looking at you like this, that was more scary than I thought it would be. But if they're giving you that kind of look, there's a connection. No, if someone is looking at you when they talk with you, like let's say they're across from you and they're looking at you, they're looking you in the eye, and there's friendliness, there's smiling, there's eye contact, you know, there's this kind of feeling of openness, that's usually when you can feel a connection. And that's kind of what I feel from you. I feel you're more comfortable emotionally speaking, so it's up to you to pick up the slack and that kind of thing. That's what it feels like to me. Yeah, so that's kind of what and for some reason I was smelling beer. Like Budweiser or like yeah. That's a good sign then, Disney. That's a really good sign. So I would say it looks good. It looks good to me, but you might have to be the initiator. And sometimes that's not fun to be. But we're in the 21st century now. And I think women can ask men out too. You believe he drinks beer. I'm wondering if Budweiser's his favorite, because I was smelling Budweiser and it didn't feel to me like it was negative. It made me want a beer actually. So but it was like a really nice beer. So I'm wondering if this person has more interesting, eclectic tastes when it comes to beer. But it felt like a Budweiser. Yeah. Anyway. So that's what I'm seeing there. Does that make sense to you, Disney fan? And I'll address your other question here, and then it's going to be Tanisha's question next, and then we're going to the free list. Gonna go here. You're very welcome, Disney fan. So what would you call me, Disney fan, if I was a fan of you, Disney fan? Am I a Disney fan? How does that work? Not quite yet, Tanisha. I've got one more question with Disney fan, and then it's your turn. Almost there, though. Almost there. I'm sorry. I take my time with people that pay on the channel because you guys help me do this thing called living, and I it's kind of important to me to keep living. So, thank you. Call me old-fashioned, but money helps me in ways. All right, so I'm going to look at your other question here, Disney fan. You often feel your Pisces X energy around you. Is he going to return? Okay. Is your Pisces X energy going to return? Ah, there it is, a Disney fan. Love it. Love it. And if someone becomes a fan of my Disney fan, we can keep this going forever. We can keep this, we can make the longest Disney fan chain that's ever existed. All right. Hey there, Mei Lu. If someone else pays, I can add you to the list. I'm doing this thing where if people pay, I do free readings for a certain amount of people after someone pays. But right now, I'm not doing any more free readings. If someone else pays, though, I can put whoever needs to be on that list. Okay. So you're paying, but you also get to support people for free readings as well. So it's a beautiful thing. All right. Is Pisces coming back? All right, is Pisces coming back? Well, thank you, Mei Lu. You have a good one, okay? All right. let's see what we can do here and go from there. So let's look at this Pisces and see. Maylu, you're fine. You are so fine. Don't worry about it. You didn't know. You had no idea. Anybody coming on here, even though you're not going to see this because you're going to be new to the channel, you guys can feel free to ask me questions. Let me know what's going on. Ask me questions like, is this going on? What's going on here? You never have to apologize for stuff like that, okay? This is not the place for apologies like that to happen. You guys are just fine asking questions. And if you didn't know, you didn't know. And if you forgot, you forgot. And if you need a reminder, you need a reminder. I'm not going to get mad at you guys for that. I promise. Okay, I'm not. It ain't about that. Okay. I change stuff on here a lot, so for you guys to come in here and be a little confused or not know what's going on, I can understand. I can understand. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing right here. Oh, thank you, Maylu. Let me do this here. So, you said, you often feel your Pisces X energy around you. Is he going to return? If so, is it positive? Time frame if possible. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing here. I get hostilities. I get caring connections in reverse. Both of these are in reverse, which to me is showing that this person will come in a way that feels... because then we get the Four of Cups. Then we get the Tower card in reverse. And then we get this card right here. We get the Two of Cups. Okay? Two of Cups is a good card. But when there's the Tower card in reverse and the Four of Cups right next to it, which can be talking about emotional boredom, this energy is going to be a been there, done that kind of energy. You've learned what you needed to learn from this person. I don't feel like it's going to be a good connection. I feel like you've learned what you needed to from this ex. I don't feel like it's going to be a connection that happens and you're going to be like, I'm glad I did this. That's the vibe I'm getting. When will this possibly happen? August, September, maybe a little bit sooner than that. But it does... and then I'm smelling cinnamon. I was smelling a cinnamon smell when I... So I'm going to say this. Use your senses with this. It feels to me like this energy has already run its course with you. I don't feel like being in this again, you're going to learn anything new or you're going to have any experiences you haven't already had. It feels like it's been treaded on. It's been already done. It doesn't feel worth going back to the way that I'm getting this. I do feel like this energy will attempt to come in, and it's probably going to be when you start moving forward with possibly someone else, or when you start feeling like that connection of the Pisces starts to slip away. That to me feels like when they're going to come back in, but it's already ground that's been treaded. Does that make sense to you, Disney fan? You're looking at other options, keep looking at other options, and if you're feeling the energy in your field, cut it out. Cut the energy out of that field because you could be holding on to emotions that aren't yours. Look up grounding, look up how to ground, look up how to cut energy cords because this energy is no longer, it doesn't need to be in your energy field. And even if you're with a person, even if you're with a partner, or even if you have kids or whatever's going on, you can get rid of their energy too because even if it's a partner that you care for deeply, that's kind of where we're at. You feel there is love there, but the dynamic would have to be different for you to want it, if that makes sense. It does. Love can be very complicated. It can. But my thing is this. If there's appreciation, okay? If there's appreciation, respect, loyalty, they don't talk over you when you're talking, and you feel like you can come to them and you can talk to them, that's going to be the biggest thing, okay? I'll tell you right now. There we go. Nina gets it. Jim Jiminy, Jim Jiminy, Jim Jim Charoo. I have some cards and you've got some cards too. There's some cards here. But that's kind of where I'm at. If Chimney ever won something, they would be a chimpion. You know, instead of a champion, they would be a champion. It's not a good joke. In fact, it's very bad, but there you go. So if we have to contort or bend or twist things into another person's favor or have it be something like that, let's move on to another situation where we don't have to do that. We shouldn't have to translate our soul so that someone else can understand it. Let's look for someone who speaks our soul language. Let's look for someone who ignites that within us. And it doesn't feel like with this energy that can happen, at least at this time. Hey there, Kevin. So I would need someone else to pay, and then we can go into doing that. How I'm doing things now is that for each person that pays, there's so many free readings that come out of that. So if someone wants to pay to get a reading for them, then there can also be free readings for the other people. But I already have some people on the free list, and so that's kind of how we're doing things now. Okay. But how are you doing, Kevin? All right. So does that answer those questions for you then, Disney fan? Okay, Tanisha, are you there? I think I'll just do Tanisha. That'll work. All right. Now remember, I'm doing the names right here so you guys can go through and find your stuff. Yes, thank you. Very good advice. Much appreciated. Thank you, Disney fan. That's much appreciated. I enjoy when you guys enjoy what I have to offer. Okay. Well, thank you, Chim. I appreciate that. It came to me about a half hour before I was going to go live, and I'm gonna tweak things a little bit more to make it so when I come back on Tuesday, I'm going to go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And, yeah. Oh, you thought it was just aesthetic purposes. No, this is so when people go through the timeline, they can find it. Yeah, so... Okay, why is management watching you so hard at work? Let's look at that. Someone said to me once, Chim, right? Someone said, hey, I can't find my reading. What can I do? And I thought, you know what? Let's make it so I don't have to do timestamps after we're done. You guys can just scrub through the video and find your reading. All right. Let's see what we can do here. All right, after this, unless someone pays, then I'm going to the free list. Alrighty. And for aesthetic purposes too, Chim. I mean, it does make it kind of fun, you know. Why is management watching Tanisha so much at work? You're the exception, Chim. I'll put you on the list because you are, it's Purdy. It is. I'll put you on the list because you are a mod, so let's do that. I'll put me on the list as well, which sounds weird, but you're on the list, me. All right? You just subscribed, and Chim is a mod, so I think I'll just do it that way. Yeah, you're added, me. I'll just call you M, because if I say me at the end of things, it's just going to sound very strange. You're okay, Chim. you guys don't know how I'm doing things. I'm kind of changing things up. So you are just fine. No need to apologize. That's my decision to make. And I did it gladly. So no need to apologize. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. And plus, Chim, you help lift up the chat, so I appreciate it. All right, actually, let me do this here, because I had this one right here. I am too, Chim. I'm very glad you can help too. It's always nice. Okay, why are people watching Tanisha? Why is management watching Tanisha so hard at work? Is it because of the drama that took place? Okay, so we have the Two of Cups in reverse. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, that's a card that's kind of a tough card to deal with. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the High Priestess. Come on, focus. Anyway, High Priestess, this is a card where I want you to listen to your intuition, okay? Because if you don't, you're going to be intuition that things went a little bit better. But here's what I'm feeling. I do feel like it's because of the drama. You have a sense that it's because of the drama. I do feel like it's because of the drama. And if you want to spill that tea, you're more than welcome to do it, Tanisha. I'm all for it, okay? View me as that guy that I'm just all about the tea. The details, the tea-tails, the whole thing, right? But we have the Two of Cups in reverse. We have the Hanged Man, okay? The Hanged Man is seeing things from a different perspective. So maybe your management has a different way of seeing things. It does feel to me like they're scrutinizing, though, in a way. I get that you're trying to lay low, but it feels to me like the drama, you know, from whoever, it does feel to me like there's something going on there. The Five of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups. I see the Seven of Cups almost like you're getting ready to make a choice or you're getting ready to do something. I see it as like maybe you're thinking about going to a different place to work. I don't know if that's the case. The Seven of Cups talks about choice, though. That is the Seven of Cups in a nutshell. And it could be thinking about different options, thinking about different things we can do. If people want to see you a certain way, odds are there's not a lot we can do to change that. If they're people that can't be reasoned with or talked to or can understand simple concepts, then there's not a lot you can do, and it can be frustrating trying to change people, trying to get people to see your side when it's not that. This girl is jealous, and I guess she is trying to stop me from getting promotion, and you have your own business. Okay, so we're dealing with some petty shit. We're dealing with some petty people. I get that. I can see that. So if that's something that's going on, again, not a lot you can do except protect yourself and your own interest. If people want to believe rumors or want to stop your promotion or want to do this or that, you know, it sucks. That's not something that can be, you know, negotiated because it's people just trying to be shitty. But I would honestly say, yeah, exactly. Petty, childish, and you're ignoring it. Keep ignoring it. Keep ignoring it, Tanisha, because the best thing you can do, and I was going to say the worst thing you can do, but it's the best and the worst, okay? The best of times, the worst of times. But let's talk about this. When we're dealing with people that are toxic or narcissistic or people that are just difficult to deal with in general or that spread rumors, this is something you can do that can be really helpful. Gray rock or ignore. What that means is that you do... Yes, thank you, Stephanie, for subscribing. Thank you so much. What that means is that you do the very minimum and you don't acknowledge anything they're doing. As soon as someone does something, and especially if you can tell it's trying to hurt you or trying to get you upset, act like there's nothing there. Act like nothing has happened. There are 14 people in front of you, me, but some people aren't going to be here when I go to the free list. But there's about 14 people in front of you. It's getting dumber and dumber, so keep ignoring it. Keep ignoring it. Have it be something that you just say, you know what, it's going to roll off my back, but don't spend any attention. Don't direct your focus towards it. The best thing you can do is to be indifferent in these situations, because as soon as you get mad, it shows that you care. And as soon as you show that you care, that person's going to start doing the smile. They've got your energy. So don't let them get to you, and don't let them show you what's going on. 7 are in the chat right now. Okay. So then probably some people on the list aren't going to be here. That's the whole thing. If you guys aren't here, you're not here. So I'll just go with it that way. But that's what I'm seeing, Tanisha. Trust your gut, trust your instinct, but don't give people the time and the energy. I know it seems like you want to, sometimes, I'm not saying this for you specifically, but sometimes you just want to blow up. You want to just look at them. You want to talk to them. You want to do like shower yelling, where it's like you're in the shower and you're like, you know what, you son of a, here's what you got to, and then have that be where you act it out. Have that be your fantasy. Punch a pillow, okay? Save a life, punch a pillow. But that's what I'm talking about here. Don't give them the satisfaction of showing that they're getting under your skin. If you act indifferent, if you act like it doesn't bother you, eventually they're going to stop picking on you. Eventually. But people are going to be petty, and if they can get a reaction out of you, they're going to keep doing it. So what are they saying about you to management? Let's look here. So I'm going to draw... We'll draw 2 cards from this. What is Petty McPettison saying to Tanisha? They don't deserve your attention, absolutely. Chim's got a point. And actually, Nina, are you here? You were here just a second ago. I'm hoping you're still here. Because you said you had a question and you are a member, so you would be after Tanisha here. And then it's the free list. But we do 2 cards for members, but they get priority. You're here, perfect. Would you want to type your question, Nina, and I can go to that one straight after this one? What are they saying to management? I can literally hear the words this, like right here. We get broken heart and journey. I feel like they're saying it's best for them to move on. It's best for this to happen. It's best for that. It feels to me like if this person could crawl up someone else's ass and possess their mind, I feel like they could do it. Like there's a lot of energy here that goes into manipulation. But I'm talking about a slow creeping up the ass, going up the spine and hitting that brainstem. So this person's got some parasitic connections, but that's kind of what I'm feeling from this kind of connection. It just feels like someone who's manipulative or someone who does the whole, it feels like victim mentality thing. But that's what I'm getting there. So, yeah. Okay, so for Nina's question, but does that answer your question, Tanisha? And then I'm going to go to Nina's question here. But it just to me is saying she's like, move on, have this, have that. It feels to me like it's just that pettiness. And sometimes between women, there's much more of a pettiness. I feel like the patriarchy has done a lot of that to instill this feeling in women that there's this big competition that's going on all the time. And women should work together. There should be something there where they're working together and having something going on that way. But there's also that kind of competitiveness in the workplace that just, I feel like doesn't need to be there, but, lo and behold, there's people that are petty. The devil dropped them off at your work, Tanisha. Yeah. We'll have to call Mr. Satan and have him pick them up, though. Ain't no competition over here. There you go. Good. No, I know not from you, but just from other women. They can... toxic women can view anything as a threat. I'll let you know that right now. And it has nothing to do with you a lot of the time. It's just someone looking at the way you innovate, the way you take pride in your appearance, or the way you move, the way you walk, the way you work, the way you're creative. They look at that like a threat because they can't do that themselves. And I pity the fool that can't do that themselves. I don't have as much emphasis as Mr. T, but I do indeed pity the fool. Not too much, though. This ain't a charity. But you are very welcome, Tanisha. All right, we're going to go to Nina here, and then we're on to the free list. Again, unless someone else pays. If she wants that job, she can have it. That, I have an LLC, so Hey, I hear you. It sounds like you've got options. It definitely sounds like you've got options. So I'd say kick its ass, Seabass. It's from Dumb and Dumber. It's not, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but you get what I'm saying there. Okay. Enough of that drinking water bullshit. It's time to start Nina's reading. Is anyone coming towards Nina this summer as a romantic option? Because just people in general, I have a feeling the answer will be yes. But as a romantic option, I'm not sure. So we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see what's going on here. All right, cards. What do we got going on for Nina for the summer months? Romantically. What do we have going on for Nina for the summer months? Don't let the haters steal your joy. I agree with that. I really do. Does anyone watch Workin' Moms on Netflix? No, at least I don't. I'm more of a summer lovin' had me so fast, summer lovin' something kick ass, summer love. I don't know how the song goes. I watch like nature shows and ghost and paranormal shit, and that's all I watch. Or I play Borderlands 3 or Tiny Tina's Wonderland. I'm gonna play tonight. Sounds weird that I'm saying that. It's hilarious. I might need to look at it then. Or I play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like, I don't have a lot of, like, media that I branch off into at this point. Yes, from Greece, absolutely. Well, yeah, from Greece. I think it's spelled, the other way. You used to play Borderlands? Which one, Chim? Which Borderlands did you play? Yeah, there you go, from Greece. There you go. Because I've played the pre-sequel, I've played 2, I've played... I think I played a little bit of 1. Ooh, you like the national parks on Netflix, Obama narrate... Oh, I like his voice. It's beautiful scenery on there. I might need to do that. I love... And I watched a thing, it was 4K. We have like the nice 4K OLED TVs, and let's see. It was the Mars, like what the pictures and stuff they took on Mars. Oh, man. Now I play Mario, Dark Souls, and Skyrim, so huge variety. I'm trying to play, what's it called? What's that game? Oh, what was it called? It's the newest one from Dark Souls that just came out. Okay, Borderlands 2, that's some good stuff. The third one, though, the third one is amazing. I'm loving it. And I'm going to try Tiny Tina's Wonderland, which is a weird thing for an adult man to say, but it looks amazing. So, and it's from the same creators. Skyrim is good, though. If you're playing Skyrim on the PC, there's mods that make it amazing. I was trying that on the PC, but I don't know if you're playing it on PlayStation or what you're... Anyway. 9 of Wands right here. And Mario's good. Is it Mario Odyssey or Galaxy or what are we talking, Chim? And then we have 2 of Cups in reverse. So 9 of Wands, 2 of Cups in reverse. Skyrim's good. I'm trying to find that mod where you can play as a shape-shifting druid, but I installed a thing from Nexus Mods, and I'm not good with mods. I mess things up. I'll just say this, and then I'm going to do Nina's reading. I once did a mod for Skyrim. I tried to make everything hyper-realistic on the PC and do all that, and I misplaced one of the mods, and so I'll focus. I'll focus, Game Giant. Oh, hold on. This is just funny, because Skyrim, you go back in time, it's like the knights, stuff like that. But one of the people in the game was wearing sunglasses, was bald, and completely bubblegum pink. And I'll tell you right now, that kind of takes you out of the immersive experience when you see someone with bubblegum pink skin wearing sunglasses that's bald and completely naked. So I'm just saying, Skyrim gets weird. I thought it was funny. I was laughing my ass off. Like, I was a little upset, but I was like, man, that's some good shit. That's some funny stuff. Anyway. Nine of Wands and Two of Cups in reverse. Oh, Nina. Okay. I say it all the time. Here's what I'm going to say. Okay? Let me do this one. Okay. I feel... No, don't give me the poop emoji, Nina. I'm trying to be your friend here. All right. So, Nine of Wands. Okay. Two of Cups. Hey, so Jason and Nina, just in case you guys don't feel comfortable sharing your gamer tag or whatever on here, I need to make a site where people can talk to each other, because if you guys don't want to broadcast your stuff on here, if you're comfortable with it, Jason, go for it, but I need to make another site you guys can go to and do stuff like that, because I want you to feel safe, right? So you decide if that's something you want to do. I'm okay either way with it, but anyway. Nine of Wands, Two of Cups in reverse. There's still some work that needs to be done, Nina. It's coming to its end, though. It's coming to its end. But it feels... Oh, that's... Okay, create a Discord. Oh, like a server, a Discord. Oh, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I'd have to learn how to create a Discord server, though. Maybe I should do that. Anyway, neither here nor there. So it feels to me, the Discord app. Okay, I'll look into it, guys. I'll look into having a Discord that's like password protected or something. Maybe. You kids with your damn newfangled technology. I don't know. People can chat on there. Yes, they can. That would be a good place to start some community stuff. That's a good idea, Nina. I may need to look into how to start and do the whole thing on Discord. You whippersnappers, exactly. So Angela, yeah, for the free list, it's pretty long. We got about 15 people, and I'm gonna go to the free list after I do this. Sorry, I didn't see your message earlier. So there's more work that needs to be done, Nina, but you're getting very... Shakes phalanges pensively. You know how it is. Paid, if you paid, I'm going to do a couple free readings, even if you paid, because I've been waiting for that list here. But if you paid, I'd say you're the next person up. But like I said, I'm going to do a couple free readings after this to get people that have been here for a while going. So Nina, it feels to me like you still have a chip on your shoulder. I feel like you're someone who's working the best they can. You're doing a good job. It feels to me like there's still some things that need to happen. But what I'm going to say is this. This is super close. This is super close to completing this cycle to where you can attract someone. Right? So that's what I'm seeing there. But that I feel would be the best... The best thing moving forward is just keep focusing on yourself. I think by the summer, maybe by the end of summer, there can be someone coming in a romantic way. But keep focusing on your own healing journey. And maybe in August, September, there could be someone. But be on the lookout for, basic respect, loyalty, appreciation, all that jazz. And I think that could be good. No, I think it could be a yes. I do think it could be a yes, Nina. You've waited long enough. I give you permission to go out there and snagaman.com. Go for it. Just do whatever you need to do. And J Moon, you're like a friend to me, and I appreciate you as a person, but my prices aren't that steep. So if you want to do another question for the full price, I say go for it. I don't want to do discounts because I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm the discount type, you know. I used to charge $10 a question, and now it's down to $4.99 a question. You know, not too much. Okay, so yeah, that's what I got for Nina. You have permission to wham bam. Thank you, man. I like it. I like it. I like that one because it's thank you, man, instead of ma'am. Damn it, Chim. You got it. You got the stuff. I don't know what it is, but it's the good stuff. I think so. That to me is a close reading to being a yes. There's still things that need to be worked on, but I don't think we need to shake our phalanges in frustration. I don't think we need to do that anymore. I think we can full on go for it when the time comes. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second, and then we're going to the free list. So everyone, hold on. And by the way, who is on the free list that is here right now? Whoever responds first, that's the order that we're going in. Who is on the free list that wants a reading? Oh, okay. Shirley technically responded. She didn't say that she was here, but she is here. So Shirley's going to be first when I come back. And then there's Courtney. Okay, I'm going to write your names down in order. So we have Shirley, Courtney. Ooh, here we go. Shirley, and then we have Courtney. Okay, hey there, Matt James. And then we have Raven. Hold on. Okay. Ivory is here. Perfect. I am doing good, Raven. Okay, so when I get back, we have Shirley, Courtney, Ivory, and Raven Wind. I am doing good, Matt. How are you doing, bud? I'll be back, guys. Hold on. Okay. Hang on. Okay. All right, everyone. We are back. Let's hit this here. Okay. All right, so first person on the list was... Where did I put my iPad? Is it in here? Oh, it's in here. First person on the list is Shirley. So... let's look, Shirley, and see. Okay, so because of the way we're doing things now, right? That's going to be what we do. Alrighty. Will you get more students at your small equestrian riding center? Let's look at that. Let's see here. Ugh. We'll surely get more students at the small equestrian riding center. Okay, so we get these two cards, Shirley. We get Six of Pentacles. We get Six of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. I'm wondering if there's something you can do to change things up. Actually, let me do this here, because we have that. There we go. I'm wondering if there's something you can do to change things up, because if I see the Six of Pentacles in reverse and I see the King of Swords in reverse, yeah, that to me is kind of looking a little fishy, right? So I would say if there's something you can do to put in some new energy, to innovate, or do something that kind of sets you apart, that would be a way to attract new students, if I'm understanding the question correctly. But there has to be a hook. There has to be something, even if it seems kind of gimmicky, if there seems like something you can do to attract students in, do that, right? With horses, hey there, Penny. With horses, I'm not sure exactly what you could do. You've been putting up flyers. Are there free lessons? Are you doing... There's a few things you can do. If you're putting up flyers and the flyers have the pull tabs on them to like take your number, you know, like you take scissors and you cut the bottom of the flyer because it has your number written on it and where they can get contact information. Put up a flyer, take down 3 or 4 of the things that are already on the flyer, because people will see it as something that is in demand, right? That could be something that you could do. Yes, maybe I should try to go to some therapeutic centers to help children. That would be good. Whatever you can do to make it so that there's a message or there's a voice behind the concept that you're trying to do is going to be really good. But like I said, make it look like your business is already in demand, even if it doesn't seem like it. So take a few of the things off of the flyer, do something like that. You know, say things like there's only 3 spots available, even if you have much more than that. Make it seem like a limited time offer, even though it's not. It's sort of misleading in a way, but it's a way that you can help people. And that too, you could have an event that tends to... Okay, nice idea. You always take one off. Okay, you could have an event as well that tends to attract customers. Yes, events are going to be good, or... I would say, honestly, if you could go events, yeah, events would actually be a good one too. That's a good idea, Jim. But there has to, a little fibbing never hurt nobody, as long as it's for the person's best interest. I don't view it as false advertising or like doing it if it is actually something that could benefit people, right? In that instance, you know, what I'm doing is I'm selling myself on here. Is that misleading or whatever? I mean, it depends on how you look at it, right? But I I don't see it that way, but again, it really depends on how you look at it and what you do. If you're misleading people, then yes, I view that as predatory, but I don't feel like you would do that, Shirley. So look at ways you can innovate, make new ideas. And I feel like that could be something. Have business cards. Those are always good. Something people can contact you with. But hopefully that helps to kind of answer that question. You just need to set yourself apart and try unique things. Worst case scenario is it doesn't work out, but right now, surely it sounds like it's not working out regardless. So let's take some risks. Let's try doing some things here and see what you can do that way. So that's what I'll say on that, Shirley. Hopefully that gives some insight there. All right, I'm going to go to the next person here. I've got my list. Courtney. Courtney, are you there? That's true. That is true, Chim. It is. What you're doing is just supposed to be entertainment and advice. So I'd say sell your skill. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. And when I start doing mediumship and more of the psychic stuff, I'm probably not going to be on here. When it goes into that, that'll be through my website. So one man is bringing his daughter and the mom works at the local school. Maybe I could get a flyer up at the schools. That's a possibility. But also, surely do this, right? Make it so that have a normal price, but then for students, you know, they need to say the name of their school that they go to, and then you knock, 25% off the price. Make it so that when you set a flyer up in that place, if it is a school, a library, whatever, make it so that students get a discount, so that parents can see that it's something that appeals to students. It's something that you care about, is helping the youth to understand horses. Doing things like that helps. Doing things like that helps a ton. Don't give away your services for free, but discount them to students. And you may think, well, 25%, but if you get 4 people or 5 new people, the 25% isn't really there. Yeah, you want it to be very appealing, absolutely. The local library won't let you put one up. Okay, I might need to talk to the librarian and say, what's up? Really? I mean, come on. Hobbies and things like that, they won't let you put it up. I'm sorry, Shirley. That's it's kind of dumb in my opinion, but libraries can be stupid too. Exactly. It's better some students than others. Yes, absolutely. Kids can bond with animals in a way that adults have a hard time with. Well, TP the library, then it's full of shit anyway. You know what, Chim? Absolutely, I agree with that. Let's fire the librarian, they suck, absolutely. No, that wasn't a low blow. TP the library, take a picture of it, guys. I don't care if you get in trouble, as long as you don't put me in there, I'm fine with it. So go and do it. I'll wait. Yeah, look at new places, look at things you can do. Okay, Courtney, are you there? You were there just a second ago. You're welcome, Shirley. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's going okay. Okay, so, all right, let's do this then. Ivory, are you there? No problem, Shirley. All right, Ivory, what's your question? I am too, Shirley. I am too. This is kind of my full-time thing, so any money or contributions that come my way, greatly appreciated and helps me to keep doing this. Okay. Thank you again, Shirley. That's very sweet. You too, Penny. You have a good one too, okay? Take care, my friend. Should you continue your studies, it will be done in 6 months. You don't like working in a stuffy building either. No, I like working where the cats are. That's my thing. That's Trixie in the background. Trixie. I promise her name's Trixie. She's just not listening. Should you continue your studies? I feel like the answer is going to be yes. I mean, I don't see a reason not to. Unless maybe it costs something. You like working where there's horses and clean air. Well, then I feel like an equestrian center is going to be good. Okay, Trixie. I was like, what the hell are you saying, Chim? Because sometimes I don't know if you're going to go off the deep end or not. I promise her name's Trixie. That's the most... I know. It does seem like I'm trying to hide something. But I do promise. I do. Look at how she's sitting. Her back feet are on the thing, and then she puts her paws up on the window. Ah, she's cute. Awesome, Shirley. Okay, so, Ivory, we get the 9 of Cups in reverse, which to me is showing that it can be difficult right now. There can feel like there's no emotional motivation, or it can feel like things aren't working out the way we necessarily want them to. But then I get the Queen of Pentacles, which to me is showing if we stick to it, I think it's going to be something that's really good for us. Ivory, I would honestly say if you can, stick to it. Because this is looking like you need to go, you need to do it, and... honestly, it does to me seem like it can be exhausting, it can be difficult, but keep going. Keep going. I do feel like it's going to be worth it in the end. So another 6 months, I'm thinking that's what you meant when you said that. Hopefully that goes by in a flash, and by the end of this year, close to the end of this year, you'll be done. Awesome sauce, right? People don't say that enough. Awesome, sauceum, possum. Yeah, 2 more subjects. Good. 2 more subjects. Go for it. Keep studying, working hard. I think you can do it. I get that it can be difficult. I went back and got my GED. You can see it right there. Right. Nope. Right. Yeah. This is hard for me because the camera is mirroring me oppositely. That's my GED right there. I got that. Boom. First try. Honestly, though, it's not that hard of a test if you look at the requirements. I didn't even study. Well, I did study for it a little bit, but... getting a high school diploma. Awesome. There you go. Perfect. That's going to be worth it, Ivory. And for nothing else other than having... or maybe you're talking about... yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. It makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I did something. Awesome, Anthony? Is that your name? I'm not sure how to say your name, but I'm thinking it's Greek. Because that's the Greek alphabet, right? Because you have ANT and then the omega symbol. And then I think that's the sigma symbol. And then... anyway. You're welcome, Ivory. You're very welcome. Okay, Ravenwind, are you there? There's Raven. Okay, I continually see number sequences 222 and 444, and it's always on the clock practically every day since April. What do these 222 and 444 numbers mean for me? What is the message? Okay. I have no idea, right? Here's my thoughts on it, okay? Okay. Okay, how can I word this to make it so it doesn't sound like I'm being weird? I don't think I can, so I'm just going to continue talking. I personally, I've seen the magical number thing. I've seen like 222, 333. Of course I have, right? And occasionally 666. When you see that on a clock, though, it means you're possessed. You don't want to see that. I'm just kidding, by the way. But occasionally I see those things, and I used to look for the symbol and the meanings behind them. I would say, honestly speaking, most people see them as a sign of success or things moving their way. The numbers can mean that. It depends. When you see it, are you excited? Are you happy? Does it make you feel sad? That kind of a thing. I personally believe it's whatever meaning you assign to it, because for me to say, oh, 222, well, shit, that means you're going to Brazil, you're going to take Spirit Airlines, sorry about that. Casually morbid and perfect. Yeah, that describes me. That's going to be on my tombstone. It makes sense, right? But it's whatever you feel like it means to you. It would be like someone saying they saw the color red in their dream. People have biases towards certain things. What the color red means to you, which could be passion and lust, the color red to me could mean murder and blood, right? And so it could mean two very different things depending on what my biases are around that. So 222 could be too much, right? Oh, okay, Courtney, that's okay. I can read you after I read Raven, all right? Hopefully everything's okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's all right, though. But I would take it as a sign that things are moving in a good direction for you, Raven. Let me put it that way. I don't personally ascribe to thinking 222 or 444 or whatever means anything for me personally. Other people seem to think it means something, though. And if it does something for you, I'm all for it. You know, I have no reason to try to discount how you feel about it. Is there anything you feel when you see those numbers? That's going to be the main thing, right? What is your understanding of numbers? Sometimes you can look it up online. Sometimes you can look it up in books or whatever. But ultimately, it comes down to how you see it. You just feel fine and good when you see them. Perfect. So, take that moving forward, Raven, and don't try to assign something to it. If it just makes you feel good, or if it makes you feel synchronistic, or like you're on the right track, or things are moving for you, let that be what that means for you. Okay? Say to yourself or a spirit guide, have these numbers mean this to me. You pulled some cards and the message wasn't clear. Hold on. I'll draw two cards for you, Raven, and we'll see. Numbers can be an exception. For me personally, though, it's called, it can be called like magical thinking, right? And it's feeling like if we see the number 514 somewhere over and over again, it means something, or this or that. And for me, since universal coding is made up of zeros and ones, until we go quantum, right? Even then, though, it's just superimposed, anyway. Numbers are in arithmetic. Okay. No, I don't think it's bad. I definitely don't think it's bad. Some people get obsessed with certain numbers. I'm just trying to, not that you're being that way, Raven, but sometimes it's all people talk about. It's all they see. And sometimes it can be used as a way to escape things. Like, what does it mean? What does it mean? What do you think it means? What do you feel like it could mean? But in this case, Raven, let's draw some cards and see. Because on this channel, I want to bring the psychic and the logical and the practical together, so that way it's not a, one size fits all kind of situation. Okay, so I'll see it like this. The Emperor in reverse with the Queen of Cups upright. The Emperor is fire, and it usually is an Aries sign. The Queen of Cups, I think, is Cancer. I think it could be Scorpio, because I think the King is Pisces. Anyway, I can't remember. That doesn't matter as much. There's opposing elements here. And so I feel like you're working on healing your divine masculine energy, and you're using the divine feminine to say that. I saw 111. That means I'm pregnant. Jenna, you're 12. All right. That's good. That's good, Chim. I like that. That's some funny shit. But yeah, so it feels to me like you're working on balancing your inner selves, because I do feel like there's the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and depending on which one of those is kind of leading our life, or the masculine, the feminine, the wounded masculine, the wounded feminine, depending on which one of those is leading our life, it guides us into certain directions. So the Emperor in reverse to me is healing. Maybe it's healing the father wound, or it's healing how masculine energy has been interpreted by us so far in our life. Maybe we're working towards finding love, or we're working towards finding acceptance. And so it could be healing wounds there. The Queen of Cups to me is saying that I do feel like you're on the right track, honestly. And this card to me looks like a good one. So I would say it means healing. It means the healing journey for you is going on, or it's ongoing. And so that's what I'm seeing there. Does that make sense, Raven? Again, though, that's just for you. Each person is going to be different. There we go. So yeah, hopefully that kind of resonates and makes sense. And as we're doing this here, so in other words, my masculine side needs to be more active. Absolutely. Perfect. Yeah, you can understand that, but active in a way that's not aggressive, right? Because when we're talking about active, it's not about being aggressive. Masculine energy, when it is wounded, comes across as aggressive and controlling. When masculine energy is, oh, hey there, I speak. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You're very welcome, Raven. But again, the wounded masculine seeks to control, and it uses its willpower to control other people. The divine masculine knows when to act, and it knows when to sit back and let things come to it. And it's the same with the divine feminine, right? The divine feminine is passive, but not in a way where they just let things happen, but in a way where they don't use energy where they don't need to use energy. It's about being able to be in a state of flow for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. There you go. Perfect, Raven. Perfect. I wasn't saying you were being aggressive. I was just letting you know, yeah, assertive is ultimately the best way to be in those situations. And you'll find that when you're assertive, things get done. Shit happens. Things keep going for you, because it's saying I'm important to me when we're assertive. It's saying I matter, and that's important. Awesome, I speak. Oh. Okay, thank you so much, I speak, for the donation. I'm going to do this really quick, and we'll kind of wrap this up here. So I'm going to go like this, and Courtney, are you still there? I'm going to do Courtney's reading, and then I'm going to go to I Speak's reading, because Courtney's been waiting for a minute. Hopefully that's okay with you, I Speak, because we'll get right to you here in just a second. You're very welcome, Raven. Oh, Courtney, okay, that's, thank you for being patient. That's kind of a big question, too. I appreciate your patience, though. That alarm gave you a mini trauma response. Hey, trust me, It does it for me too, but my alarms have to be kind of loud because my ass doesn't wake up unless it's like very jarring. And I mean when I'm asleep and I wake up, my ass is still asleep, so I have to have something that really gets me moving. I was like, no, 5 more minutes. Oh, wait. I can't do it. But crack of dawn, I wake up. I fall back asleep, but it happens every time. All right. Do I see a child in Courtney's future? Let's do 2 cards and see what we can come up with for Courtney. And again, Courtney, thanks for your patience. Hope everything's okay. Matt's back, had to fix a cup of coffee. Awesome, Matt. I already had mine. Not that you were asking, but I'm going to be telling. You're very welcome, Courtney. All right, is there going to be a child in the near future for Courtney? I've got a few cards that could possibly represent that. Okay, so this is going to be important here, Courtney, on this reading. So I'm going to ask you a question, and then you respond accordingly. Feel free to be honest here, because that's what this is about. There's no judgment of any kind. Are you wanting to have a child? Is this something that you've been wanting to have? Yes, they are, Matt. I agree with that. Yes, you are. Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. I get temperance right here. Okay, this is Sagittarius energy. To me, this can be very, it can be very like balanced energy, a balanced perspective. I am seeing this. I get Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to draw one more card to ask what this means specifically, because this can be read in a few different ways. So let me draw one more card here, because this is obviously a bigger question than does so-and-so like me. So let's look here. Not that there's anything wrong with those questions. I'm just saying, you know, it's a bigger question than that. All right, let's do this here. Okay, Courtney, here's what I'm seeing. You're saying you're wanting to have a child. I don't feel like it's going to happen yet. The reason why is because of this. And hopefully I'm wrong, Courtney. I want to be wrong. If you're wanting a child, I'm hoping you get a child. What do I have to gain from wishing ill or not wanting it? But the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And then I get this card here, but it's in reverse. I'm just going to show you upright. It's someone holding their stomach. It's male. It's in reverse, though. And so to me, this is saying I don't feel like you're pregnant, with the Ace of Pentacles being in reverse as well. An investment or spending time with something or having something grow. It feels to me like you're not pregnant, at least right now. Hopefully I'm wrong, though. Hopefully you are pregnant and everything goes according to plan. If you're wanting a child, I want you to have that. But maybe sometimes, and you know this, I'm sure you know this, I don't need to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Sometimes there can be stress, or there can be supplements, or there can be a diet change, and that can make it so your period is late, right? Other times it can be, I mean, it can be so many different things, but it could just be that you're just late, right? So I'd say keep an eye on it. Hopefully you do get what you want out of this, but I'm seeing it as being a no, at least the way I'm reading it. So, yeah. Hey there, Matt. If you want to do a paid reading, we can do that. Other than that, I'm not going to be offering any more readings. I'm going to do I Speak's question, and I think I'm going to take off. You are very welcome. You're very welcome, Courtney. Hopefully you get what you want. And if you're not pregnant now, hopefully next month. Okay. Now I gotta do this again. There we go. All right, I Speak. What were you curious about? Oh, let me do this here. Absolutely. Good luck, Courtney. What do you need to know? That is a good question. Let's look at that for you, I speak. To crack the knuckles a little bit here. Ugh. Okay. What does I speak need to know? What does I speak need to know? Let's do it here. Okay, let's see what we can do here. All right, what does I speak need to know? Okay, so I speak. We get this is the Ace of Wands and the Star card in reverse. Okay, both of these are in reverse. And what this means is that there's a lot of that creative energy. I feel like you've been more creative, but I'm wondering if there's more that you can express in the creative field. It's seen here. Okay, and I don't know, my video keeps, I don't know if you guys see it, the screen flicker black, but so Ace of Swords. Thought it was bad. No. I speak, you're okay. One way or another, you can say, oh no, but I want you to know that when we do these readings, I'm not going to leave you hanging. There's always a silver lining to anything here, because what happens is that we have experiences and they teach us things. The only way we learn is from experiences and from learning from those experience lessons. And so it's not a bad thing to learn and to grow. It can be painful though, right? It can be kind of a painful process, but it's not bad. Because without these kinds of experiences, we would just stay the same person all the time. And we don't want that, okay? Because I see these cards too. I get and there's lots of aces here. So the Ace of Swords is upright. The Ace of Cups is in reverse, okay? So we have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. And then we have the King of Swords right here, okay? This to me, I speak, I'm feeling like, let's see. This to me is saying that new ways of thinking, new opportunities can be presenting themselves to you, but maybe we're feeling too tired, or maybe we're feeling like we're not up to it. If there's anything you can do to make it so that you can experience things the way that you would want to, I would say go for it, because it seems to me like there's been a holding back. And I'm seeing a needle, like a knitting needle, and it's stopping before we start the project. So it's like you're getting ready to do something, but maybe you hold back because you're not ready to let yourself let go of maybe anxieties or future plans or something. I get a sense the inner child is, you're more in touch with that than ever before, but there's a part of you that still feels this sense of like, maybe I'm doing it wrong, or maybe I could do better, or maybe this or that. But it's okay to just be creative for the sake of being creative and not having any goal in mind at all, because the sake of creativity is that there isn't a destination. It's a journey that's to be enjoyed. There's no destination to be had, right? It's about being in that flow space. It's about letting things into that flow space. Okay, so then we have, so the Ace of Cups in reverse, like I was saying, this card to me is saying that we need to focus on, a lot of this is like focus on our own healing, focus on our own journey. Sometimes we turn to others to distract ourselves for a minute, or we turn to other things to sort of escape from it. I'm getting a sense more and more that you're someone who's trying to stare their stuff right in the face. And when I say stuff, I mean emotions, I mean emotional baggage, anxiety. I feel like you're trying to do that. So that's what I'm seeing here. The King of Swords is representing you taking more of a masculine role, which is just you getting things done. I feel like the version of you that was more passive, that let things kind of slide by, is going to be, you're going to be stepping out of that. I feel like you're someone who's developing a higher opinion of themselves, which is really good. I feel like you're someone who's going to be gaining more self-confidence as time moves on. There's still some areas here, though, where it's hard for you to let go. It's hard for you to fully put yourself into a space where you can let go. It gets easier as time goes on. Don't get mad at yourself for not being able to fully be involved in something, because that's just going to make it worse. Allow yourself slowly over time to go into a place where you feel good about things. Sometimes we can have hypervigilance, and that can be something that we struggle with when we get older. It's okay for us to have that, but what we can do to work with that is just the gentle process that we've talked about. It's okay to be observant. It's okay to understand and to be aware of everything, but also it's okay for us to let our guard down too. It's okay for us to be creative. It's okay for us to be expressive. And if anyone has a problem with that, that's them projecting onto you. That's not you doing anything wrong, okay? That's something I want to make perfectly clear, is that there will be people that feel jealous. There will be people that feel envious or intimidated for whatever reason. And if they want to say something or hurt your feelings or whatever, that's on them. That has nothing to do with you. I promise you it has nothing to do with you. It's just people projecting their stuff onto you because they have their own demons inside of themselves. They don't know how to deal with them, and so they project onto other people. And then they act out scenarios that don't really exist on innocent people, okay? And I use this saying all the time. If we don't heal what cut us, then we'll bleed on those that didn't hurt us. And a lot of people are walking around bleeding on other people, but those people didn't cut them. Okay? That's what I'm saying. That's the kind of thing I'm trying to get out there. Hopefully that makes sense. Does that make sense to you, I speak? Okay. Okay, so that, I feel, is going to be a wrap for this little sesh going on. So yeah, I will see you guys on Tuesday. I'm thinking I'm going to try the 6 o'clock time again. So 6 p.m. to either 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. So it's going to be 3 to 4 hours. I'm not doing the 6 to 7 hours anymore. And if you guys want to, I'll set up a time. When you guys pay in advance, then we can start doing the free readings too. So how it goes is, I'm going to make it like this. If you guys pay $5 for a reading, 2 people get free readings. Not in-depth, super in-depth free readings, but they get a 2-card free reading instead of a 1-card free reading. Okay? That'll be 2 people. If you do $10, okay, that will be, if you go $10, then that will be even more people. I'm going to figure stuff out before I come back on here. But essentially, it's going to be a system where you guys can pay for other people to have free readings, and it makes it so there can be more of a community being built up, and also I can get some more financial stuff going in. This is my job, so I kind of need to push things forward, and I hope you guys understand that I'm doing it for that reason. Okay, I'm not trying to... We just need things for the channel, because this is my job, so that's kind of why if it seems like I'm doing that, yeah. Okay, everyone. I think I'm going to take off here and hook up one of the Google machines that apparently is having trouble finding a Wi-Fi network. So, yeah, wish me luck, everyone. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Everybody take care. Toodaloo, ta-ta, and all that shit. See you guys. Thanks, I Speak, and Chim, and Matt, and anyone else that's watching that I didn't thank personally. You too, Matt. See you guys.